out there.
Copy that. Initiating phase 3.
Time. They're here.
Let's hope they hear this.
This hit goes out to you.
So better drink.
Has come back! Laying the smack down on all! I'm still standing here!
Calling all Autobots. Roll out.
Whoa!
They scarred land.
Acknowledge me!
Whatever you can imagine.
Make us who we are.
Welcome to another trailer reaction for Untitled Live.
No, monologuing, bro. Finish him, bro. Pull the trigger. Pull the trigger.
Open the fucking door. You know what I mean? You got cereal, right? You pull the last bit of it, and it's just that dust that comes out. You're like, what? I'm sorry. I'm mean. I'm sorry, guys.
We don't need to be fixed.
Because I feel like Star Wars is very like patriarchal, so it was.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
We are no Jedi.
Feminists comes into these spaces and they don't know shit about the Lord.
Hey, Google, everybody in this room is about that superhero life. And if you don't mind my asking, where the hell have you been all this
And then when everything is over, and then he's king again, in King Dynasty or Sequel Wars, everybody's gonna be on his dick again. And it's like, yo,
You must be sleeping under a rock or something.
God, bro, it's so, I hate people sometimes.
Let it all out, bro. Let it all out. I'm driving the train right now.
Maybe this time you'll learn.
He bust Drake after that diss song. He put your TKs that I got them. Cisgendered feminism.
Keep talking, goddammit. You keep talking, I'm gonna slip out of the suit and slap that thick ass wig up your face.
You got the truth.
That's it right there. That's the Winter Soldier prime code right there. They get you back in there.
That shit will be right up.
I was like, yo, I'm done podcasting.
What's up?
Yeah.
What's going on,
What's
people?
good? What's up? What's up, my people out there, man, on the internet? Welcome to Untitled Live, episode 212.
Happy Halloween.
Happy Halloween. We almost there. Well, that's on Tuesday. On Saturday? No.
Next week,
Next Thursday.
Thursday.
I'm off. I'm way off.
I gotta work on that night too.
Oof.
Yeah, not fun.
Big oof. Damn. My bad.
That's all right. Can't skip Halloween every year, you know what I mean?
That's true.
As long as Mike Myers ain't out there causing the massacre, I'll be fine.
Oh man. Hey, if this is your first time coming across this platform here, we're Untitled Live, man. We talk about all things pop culture, entertainment, current events. We talk about it all. We have Mixed Bag podcast. So if you like what we do here, hit that like and subscribe. Hit that bell notification. We go live every Friday at 10 o'clock. Major shout out to the Transformer community because y'all really showed up. I posted some shit on YouTube and that shit went crazy. And I think we gained 121 subs in the last 12 hours.
What you posting on YouTube? Why didn't I get this money?
What happened?
So y'all really showed up. So we appreciate y'all. What's really good, Morgan?
I missed the memo. I'm the
Good, brother.
community. What the hell happened here?
Yeah, I mean, I posted some shit and it pretty much went. I mean, it's not viral. It's just like almost at 100,000 views.
So that's viral for us.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, for definitely for us. But yeah, a lot of people was like, you know, and people were saying some cool shit. So I'm like, all right, no toxic shit. But yeah, right now we are sitting at 805 subscribers.
Oh wow.
Yeah, we was
Nice.
yeah, we almost at 1,000. That's what's up. Take that 1K, bro. So shout out to y'all. Appreciate y'all. Yeah, keep them coming, yo. If you like what we do, like I said, hit that like and subscribe, share us, and you know, we don't normally talk about Transformers, but when we do, it gets heated. It's never like a short conversation. It's never like, you know what I mean. It's always we always revert back to the.
Oh wait, it was a clip of us arguing about Transformers.
Nah.
Oh,
and the funny thing is that's gonna be the lead up. So now that I got somewhat of the community, I'm a go ahead and put that up, that clip, so we could talk about because we was talking about that shit last week. No. So what I did was I just took footage from the Transformers 1 when Optimus became, you know, when Pax became Optimus. Instead of him when he says "Rise, Optimus," I put the theme song to the Transformers shit. You got the touch.
You got the touch.
Yeah. And people were losing their shit. And mind you, like when the movie first came out, me and Fresh Prince was talking about that shit. I'm like, yo, the only thing that shit is missing if that shit had this song. So I said, yo, and I said the moment the HD version comes out of this shit, why somebody's gonna do that shit? And I was like, you know, I'm waiting for someone to do it. I'm like, I can do this shit.
I was it. Well, you could do it.
Yeah, I was waiting for you to do it. Yeah.
So I went ahead and did it. I mean, it's a YouTube short, so it's like it's portrait and you know, it's not really like the best, but you know, people just like this. So they just like the.
I wonder if they couldn't find Stan Bush to get him to do the part to add that in the movie.
Word, man. You know he need the residuals right now.
I mean, yeah, we was talking about that shit. Like even if it wasn't like, it could have been an instrumental, like just a guitar riff. You know what I mean? It could have just been a little thing like that. It didn't need to be the whole song, but yeah, even having the whole song, it hits. That shit slaps, bro.
I think it just did the and it said, "You got the touch," and then left it right there. Everybody would go, "Oh!" Like, I'd have been, I know I would have just given that thing. Oh!
But even because you know what it is that, you know, because it's, you know, the scene has Megatron. They both stepping up, so it's like you got the touch, but that's playing in the background with Megatron is kind of off. So I had to like cut a lot of things out. But even if him opening his eyes, you could have did the jing, like that beginning riff, and people would automatically like, oh my god, people would have fucking like jizzed a little bit. I would have.
There's some classic songs in that. That 1980 Transformer movie had some hot songs, man. Stan Bush had two heaters on that one. Yeah, with You Got the Touch and Dare. And I think you had Lion with the theme song they remade the Transformers more than meets the eye. Made a whole rock shit out of that.
Yeah, that opening was fire. Yep.
Bro, that's
I ain't gonna lie. Personally, I think. Well, personally, I didn't say I think. This is just for me. I think Dare hits more for me when I rewatch that movie. Like the touch is classic, but I don't know, when Dare starts, it's like, yeah, you know about to get into shit.
Keeps alive.
Bro.
You got the power in your hand. Bro, that's
that's the one that began me amped up, bro.
And the funny thing is, like, we was fucking young, and we just like our lyrics was like so simple. Like we was just the lyrics is so simple.
The hit though. Bro, like that. Oh,
That's what they started. The
bro,
Decepticons.
fine.
Decepticons is coming in. Bro, nah, man. That shit was lit.
Oh, I told you that's when it got lit, bro.
We
There
see.
is popping, bro.
This is a living testament, y'all. Whoever's watching, like, see, sometimes we talk about Transformers. It happens. It's not scheduled.
It hits, man.
We talk about it. Oh man, we got a lot of things to cover this week. A lot of news drop. First and foremost, rest in peace to DJ Clark Kent. He passed away today. That for me, I was not into the DJ in that DJ work or DJ realm and shit. I was more like a sneakerhead growing up. So like he was big on the sneakers and I always used to follow him when it came down to like him having the 101s and sneakers that you know no one had. He was the man when it came down to like sneakers. He was the king. So yeah, he passed away today from cancer. 3 year. He had a 3-year battle with colon cancer, which no one, I'm sure family knew, but like, you know, as far as like us, we had no idea.
Yo, fuck cancer,
Yeah,
man.
this came out of nowhere.
Yeah. It's taking a lot of greats, man.
Crazy that I got that for you. Like I didn't even hear or see nobody else talking about it.
That's crazy. That's wild. My timeline was flooded. I'm like, oh shit, what? I thought it was just like, because you know what is? I be seeing people post like people and they be looking like memorials, and I'm like, they're not dead though. Well, like what that should be throwing me off, like, and I'm like, yo, like I have to like, so I saw like a couple of pictures of him, like, oh, they just, you know, bigging him up. And so I read one of the captions, I was like, what? Crazy. So rest in peace, DJ Clark Kent. Let's get into our weeks, y'all.
My bad. Real quick, bro. Real quick, Brody. Am I choppy or laggy?
You're a little choppy and a little laggy.
Yeah, because I've been hearing that for a minute. But yeah, all right. So yeah, go ahead with the weeks. My fault. I don't want to slow it down, but I'll be right back.
All right, cool. Let's see here. Again for the usual suspects, I watched Agatha. Watched that. Did the Penguin. Caught up with Tracker. I'm on that. This last episode of Tracker. I don't know if you peeped this shit, Red. The newest one. Did you drop?
Yeah, I saw it.
I was like, are they? Because I was reading like something way back, like a couple of months ago, and it was like they're gonna do something different that might make or break the show. So when I was watching this shit, I'm like, are they really diving into like aliens and shit? But I'm glad it wasn't.
I mean,
it could still happen.
Yeah. I mean, it can't say it wasn't. It was.
It was something.
It could be. It was left very ambiguous, as they say, ambiguous. Sorry.
Yeah.
I don't know why it started. Portuguese ambiguous.
It gave
that word ambiguous.
It definitely gave like X-Files season 1. Like you didn't really see a lot of like shit, but you could see it's something happening, but like they just don't show us. So yeah, I mean that's what it was talking about. Like it might make or break the show whether or not it stays grounded. You know what I mean?
I mean, I was pretty bad. I was mad at that female doctor. I'm like, yo, bitch, drive your car. You know, she stood there. Let's go get burnt out, bro. I'm like, drive your damn car. You standing there like, no, you forgot you have a on start button. Like, start the car, man.
Yeah. Yeah, his brother. I mean, I don't want to spoil it for anybody, but like, yeah, if you guys are like into like I would. How would you describe this show, Brad? In a short sentence.
I mean,
comparable to, you could compare it to another show.
I find the show, the best way I could say describe the show, if you like mysteries, because like missing person mysteries and it being solved. That's what the show mainly focuses on. It's all about finding like missing people. With, of course, you know, there's a bigger plot, underlying plot that's going on in the background and stuff. I think the first season was like, you know, the situation with his family and his brother. Now that we have the brother, and we're gonna, I guess the new underlying plot for this one is with the situation with the girl. I'm not going to explain it too much because, like for people who haven't seen episodes yet or who are watching it, I don't want to spoil it for them. But it seems like that girl is going to be the new background plot throughout the rest of the season. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
that case with the girl. So, I would say if you just like a good action story with I would say a little bit of thrill because it's not too like crazy, but it's a little. They have some suspense in it because you just don't know what's going to happen. I don't want to say he saves everybody because he don't. There's some people that do end up getting clipped, and he's not. He finds them too late, but he's recovering the body for the family or whatever. So I would just give it a shot, yo. Like if you like mysteries, like finding missing people and all that stuff, it's a good show for that.
Yeah. Like Red said, like the show itself has like a storyline, it's a broad storyline that goes from start to finish, but each episode will have a subplot that always gets completed. Like you don't have to wait for like next episode to see what happens if he finds a person. He's gonna find the person the same episode.
Mm-hmm.
So like you're not gonna feel like, oh, I gotta watch this week to week. Like you don't. I mean, you don't have to, but it's not gonna kill you. But yeah, it's definitely a good show. I would definitely recommend those that haven't watched it.
I will say shout out to the supernatural reference in the episode though.
I didn't peep it because I didn't want to see Supernatural. Well, it's a spoiler.
No, it's not a spoiler. It was his car. It's the same car he drives in Supernatural, but a different. Like except that they took the top off. It was top down.
Oh,
it's the Chevy Impala.
Oh shit!
And he called the baby too. And that was the name of the car, Supernatural.
I mean, they have to, right? Like he's Mr. Supernatural.
Bro, it's Dean Winchester, bro. Like you can't escape Dean Winchester, bro.
Yo, get Dean Winchester, man, to play Batman, bro. Let him be the middle-aged Batman. He could pull it off.
He voiced it already, so I think him to play it. But he's short though. That's the only problem.
Man, listen, movies can make anybody look tall. Yo,
if he's taller than Bill, then I say okay. I think Bill was the shortest Batman, if I'm not mistaken.
No,
Keaton was.
Keaton was.
If he's taller than Keaton, then I say give him a shot.
Probably Keaton.
I'm gonna look it up.
Yeah, Vin Diesel.
Probably
Diesel
Keaton. Keaton like 5'8", 5'9".
I think you behind a little bit. Fresh Prince.
Height.
I'm behind.
Yeah,
okay.
yeah. Your response is coming behind.
Keaton is 5'9".
Bale's like 6'2" or 6 feet flat.
I was about to put Dean Winchester, but I gotta remember Justin Ackles, his real name.
Jensen Ackles.
I was about to put Dean Winchester's height.
I said that shit too. Like I didn't even call him by his real name. Yeah, because I think
he's 6'1". Yeah, he can play Batman. It's all right.
Yeah, bro. Like these movies, bro. Vin Diesel. They made him look like he was the same height as The Rock, bro. Vin Diesel is a short man. They could make it happen, bro.
The Rock is what, 6'5"?
Word. Vin Diesel's not 6'5", bro. When they fought in Fast and Furious 5, bro, they were eye to eye. My man was wearing Heelys, bro.
He definitely had the big boots on.
Yeah. You never see him run. They
say Vin Diesel 6 feet.
Yeah. And if he is, cool. But in Fast and the Furious 5, he was eye to eye with The Rock. I'm like, nah, bro. They made him a little taller.
We weren't born with shoes on. Our true height is our barefoot height. Why was that a random quote of the Vin Diesel's height? So they trying to say that he's wearing shoe. He got his shoe height up there.
Yeah, I'm telling you, bro. I'm telling you, it's a thing, bro. It's a thing. If you watch any of his movies, when he's running, they never do his feet. They never show a whole body run. They always cut, like it'll be waist up or some shit like that. Yeah, it's a wild shit. What else did I watch? Caught up with Shrinking. If you guys don't know about this show called Shrinking, it's on Apple TV Plus. It stars Harrison Ford, Jason Segel. It's a really dope show. It's kind of like a dark comedy. The premises of the show is Jason Segel. If you guys don't know who that is, I'm sure you guys watched movies with him in it. I Love You Man. He was in I Love You Man with Paul Rudd. Forgetting Sarah Marshall. So he's in the show, and his wife passes away, and he's kind of shut off from the world. But he's a therapist. But at the same time, he's not like, he's not taking in that kind of therapy for himself. Like he's giving other people good advice, but he's not kind of like taking that in.
His own advice,
yeah, and he has a daughter, and his daughter's going through like I've lost her too. Like she's like alone in the situation, and he's kind of like out there and fucking all these chicks and shit.
Damn.
Yeah, and he's just cold. And this season 2 just dropped, and yeah, this shit is crazy. Now they introduced like the person, the drunk driver that killed the wife, and it's a messy situation, but it's definitely like it's a good show. It has some good warm moments, but it's also like it's funny, but it's dark.
Nah, I wouldn't know how to feel about that, bro. I'm not married, but like a drunk driver kill your wife, and then like he doesn't die too, but he's still alive, and like your wife is gone. That probably drive me insane, bro.
Yeah, it drives him insane, and I think he did some time. He's out. When he's when you have that kind of situation, and you kind of do what do you call that? What do you call that shit when you do like Drunk Anonymous, but like you go to a point where you're going around apologizing?
Alcoholic Anonymous, and he has to
amends, right?
To make amends, yeah.
Yeah, so he's doing the making amends, and I'm sure that this is like the worst thing he can possibly try to like attack.
Don't come make amends to me, bro.
Nah, yeah, and you could tell like there's a part where he meets Jason Segel's character, and he's like he blew off, and like mind you, if you watch any of his movies, he's never like the serious type, right? He is serious, and I think that me personally, I always think that like comedians are the best when it comes down to like drama. Like they act their asses off. Like they can tap into that drama shit and go straight up nutty. Like they great at that. Like
yeah, they'll surprise you. There's a movie that Vince Vaughn does with John Travolta.
Oh yeah, Mm-hmm.
He plays the villain in it, and like you wouldn't even expect, because Vince Vaughn was in all these comedies. He's the funny guy. In that movie, bro, you're not laughing. Like yo, he is something else in that movie, bro. Like, and like nobody would believe the kid, but John Travolta, like he said, "Nah, my son never lies to me," and yada yada yada. So they're like, "Yo, that movie was crazy, bro." Like, I still remember that movie to this day.
Yeah,
so wild boy.
Yeah, so I just think they could just tap into that world and and they could really like do some things, and that's just I guess because comedians kind of tap into that dark shit anyways. That's just a lot of comedians have a coping mechanism where they use those laughs to kind of get through like the demons they go. Like you could tell like Robin Williams dealt with the same thing. Like he was severely depressed, but yet he was making jokes, but when he did serious roles. He was like, "Holy shit!" Like that guy, he can act his ass off. Shrinking is it's a great show. I will say if you have Apple TV Plus, or if there's like a promotion where they'll give you like 30 days. I would say wait like maybe 2-3 weeks until all the episodes out, then you can just go ahead and binge it. But yeah, it's really good. So season 2 is just dropping. It's great. Definitely recommend. What else? Watched Venom, The Last Dance. So Red said he hasn't seen it yet. So I put this as a TBD. Like we're not gonna get into like any kind of spoilers, any kind of review, nothing like that. I would just say like I would just add it into my week. So I enjoyed it. A lot of people was like shitting on the movie, but I think that this movie is kind of like on brand to the last two. It's like if you're a fan of the first, the second, you're gonna like the third.
Hey, what's up, Travis? How you doing there?
Travis Mitchell, what's going on, brother?
What's going on, man?
All right, thanks for stopping by, man. Listen, there was definitely like issues with the movie as far as like plot points, but mind you, we're not looking for like, this is not a Scorsese movie. This is not a fucking Christopher Nolan movie. Does it progress the story of like the whole Venom verse? It doesn't. One thing about Venom 3 does a lot better than last two. It's actually having people besides the main character, and Venom has people to interact. That is true. Like he's actually a lethal protector. Like you don't never get that. Like he's always like
finally
he's protecting people. It makes mad sense. That's his title. So yeah, that's definitely true. They made a good job. They did a good job with that. Tom Hardy still sweaty in this movie. He look like he hasn't showered. I feel like in none of these movies he never looks clean, bro. He goes so sweaty.
Got a parasite in him,
yo. He's still sweaty. He's bumbling around and shit like that. Like I'm like, yo, Tom Hardy has always been this confident dude and is just like clean. It looks like he doesn't shower. But yeah, Red, you make sense, right? He has a fucking alien parasite in his body, so he's gonna feel under the weather, especially if this parasite just wants fucking heads. But yeah, it was definitely. I would say, Red, you go ahead and watch it. It's a good watch. I think you enjoy it. I think you enjoy it. It's definitely
the reason why I didn't go see it. Two reasons. One, I had a doctor's appointment today. Two, my stomach was feeling a little queasy, and three, the person said she wanted to see it with me, so I'm waiting for her. So that's three reasons why I didn't go see it. Other than that, I probably would have been in the opening day.
Yeah, I would say there's a super popular song from a couple of years ago that I never thought in a minute. No, that is true. That is very true. It's a good movie, man. I would definitely. It works. It works for the the world of Venom. It works with that. Like it's they dealing with a shorthand, right? They got a whole franchise. There's no Spider-Man. They just gotta like work with what they have, and it works for what they got. So I'll definitely recommend. I'll definitely recommend it. If you guys have the means, go ahead and watch it. What else did I freaking do, man? I know I'm forgetting some stuff. Tulsa King, I'm watching that. Last episode of Tulsa King really fucking blew me away. I was like, holy shit. So
I still haven't watched that series yet.
It's I wouldn't say it's like groundbreaking, right? But I would say like if you like the whole like Tyler Sheridan kind of worlds that he builds with like Yellowstone, like it's kind of in that same kind of language.
It's a Tyler Sheridan show.
Yeah, it is. Yeah. Okay. Sylvester Stallone is playing a mob boss. No, he's like a capo that went to jail for 15 years, 20 years, something like that. Came home and it was like, yeah, we don't need you in New York. We're gonna send you out to fucking Tulsa. And need you to make some money out there because we don't want you out here.
Wow.
And the main man, the mob boss, passes away, and then his son takes over, and the son is like, it's a whole big thing. Last episode got me at the end. You talking about Tulsa King? That shit was. If you talking about that, that's how I was like, because normally this show doesn't really like get too serious. Like it doesn't really give you a lot of like cliffhangers kind of situation. Like they're all self-contained episodes. But yeah, this one I was like, oh shit, they went for it. Yeah, man. What up, Chris, man?
Right, what up, Marrero?
I'm not sure if it's essential, but it's a physical panel where your movie ends and no one helps. Yeah.
Happy Halloween, Marrero.
Happy Halloween. Oh shit, we normally have Marrero to come in to give us like these scary stories, man. This is like a thing.
We can do it next week. It's the day after. I think it'll be cool.
We'll get some. Yeah, I'm sure I'm missing something. If something comes up, then I'll let you guys know. But yeah, pretty much,
Black
chill.
Ops, no doubt.
Oh, Black Ops. Yeah, if you guys have Game Pass, Black Ops
dropped out today. I was playing
for $3.99. Well, not free, but I mean, you're not paying $70.
Definitely free 99.
You're not paying $70, man. You're paying whatever you monthly shit you pay for. I think it was it $20.
Well, I mean, I pay my monthly shit to play online. So, I mean, if I'm already playing online and then you want to give me the game, technically that's free 99. I've been playing online with or without the game. So you basically gave it to me for free.
That's the only reason why I'll come back, man. Like I said, I vowed I'm not gonna buy another Call of Duty game. Now that it's part of the Game Pass, I might dabble and then get pissed off within 5 minutes of getting killed. Like I hate this fucking game.
I was laughing at the PlayStation guys at my job. They were talking about, "Oh, you getting that Call of Duty?" I said, "Man, get it. I already got it, man. That shit's gonna be free when it drops." He's like, "What?" I said, "Oh yeah, you gotta pay for it. Us Xbox guys, we ain't gotta pay for it. Xbox own it. We got it for free, bro. Free 99." Yeah, he was so tight. He said, "What?" Oh, I said, "Yo, Xbox."
And I think, and I believe Xbox said they're gonna let PlayStation rock for like three years, and after that shit's gonna be like exclusive.
Oh, it's crazy.
One time there was a lady doing meth outside my building, beneath my third floor window. So many friends. Also, my friend.
Yo, bro.
And then the cops arrested.
Wow.
Oh man,
Sky Travis is a menace out here.
Yo,
man.
what the fuck? Dennis the Menace over here, bro. Like, what the fuck? yo, listen, we appreciate your stories though.
I mean, if there's any kind of can you would have done, SpaghettiOs is the choice. So that's my least favorite Chef Boyardee food. Man, get that shit out of here.
SpaghettiOs? I love SpaghettiOs, yo. I like SpaghettiOs.
Spaghetti O's and sauce.
My number one is beefaroni. Number one.
Beefaroni is number one. That ravioli for the second part.
Yeah. Uh-huh. Oh yeah, all right. Oh, okay, y'all.
I mean, yeah, I don't blame you.
Yeah,
My boy, I'm telling him, I'm snitching on him. My boy,
statute of limitation, bro.
Early.
He definitely hit a crackhead in the head with a bottle of Mystic. What's up, right in front of him?
The Mystic bottle is solid, bro.
They don't. This is like a Hennessy bottle, bro.
That shit broke that day. Crackhead was on the floor. We got. I freaking skedaddled. I said, "Listen, I'm not gonna be accomplice in nothing." I skedaddled. I was out of there.
That better let these homeless people alone, bro. Yo,
bro, the homeless person was started with her. Technically, she was started with him, but that shit got wild, bro. He's a kid. Took out the bottle of Mystic and cracked in the head with it. Man. It was
Yo, talking about like homeless people, man. I see some shit on Twitter. I know this is like off. Like this is definitely going left, but like there's like a homeless person laying on his back, some dude, and his pants is ripped where his crotch is at. And you can see his whole joint, his whole the hammer's out, but the hammer is wrapped around his leg. And people are like, people on the comments, the females in the comments were like, "I can save him." Like, yo, bro,
y'all down bad out.
There's like, yo, there's one person like, "There's no blood flow. Why is this shit so long?" I'm like, there's like, why homeless people got the longest dicks? I was like, I don't fucking know, bro. Why is this a thing? Homeless dudes got the biggest dicks.
What?
Bro, I've been my eyes working retail security. My eyes has been assaulted with a lot of homeless people jerking off. I wish I never see, but yo, for some reason they do got like swords. I don't know why, bro. I don't know why. But they got. I'm like, yo, get the fuck off my block if I kick your ass.
Yo, all right. So we not the only one. It's a thing.
Oh, man.
And I guess that's like, not wearing drawers all the time. It's just like letting your shit letting gravity just handle.
I don't know, bro. But
yo,
I'd be like, yo, now yeah. Can we get the cops? This is a homeless guy jerking out in front of the store, please.
Oh man.
And it's always jerking off. And they
Always.
just, they jerk off with the crazy hammer, bro. Like it's wild, bro. For reference, man. That's just I threw that in the chat.
I don't need to see
it. Word.
My man said,
I believe you. I believe you.
Take your word for it. Take your word for it.
Oh man. Oh, but anyways, man. Yeah, man. I'm glad to be here this week, man. And yeah. Fresh Prince, how was your week, man?
Word. Good to be back again too, man. I had a decent week. It was cool. Not too many problems. I did start rewatching my show though, and I'm caught up all over again. The Office. Oh man, bro. Like this show is
The Office,
ridiculous.
You said?
Yeah.
That's my show.
Show's
I came on The Office
ridiculous,
late
bro.
to it. That's my show. Don put me onto that show, bro.
Yeah, I was super late. I think he put me on too. Because I had no idea shit existed, bro. Like the shit.
Bro, that shit is...
Nah, that's my shit.
So you finished all the seasons?
Hell yeah. I'm on a rewatch right now.
Oh, okay.
I'm actually watching on Peacock. They got the super fan episode they call.
Okay.
So basically the way that's set up, because they have both. They have the regular Office and then they got the super fan situation. So that one. Yeah. So for the people that don't know, or for the people that love it, the super fan set of seasons ends when Michael leaves. So it doesn't have the final 2 seasons. But it also has extended and like deleted scenes implanted back into the episodes. So being that it's another rewatch for me, like I don't remember everything specific for every episode. So like a lot of these have extra stuff, and it's just like rewatching it all over again. Like I'm having so much fun. That's the only thing I've been watching. I think like I'm trying to let Abbott build up a little bit so I can binge that. I do. I also, I think I said a couple weeks back, I started watching that Jesse L. Martin show, the Irrational. I think it is, and that show is good. I binged through that season, the first season, in like a week.
Well, that's the dude from Flash, right? The one that played the cop from Flash, the father.
Yeah, the father. Yeah, yeah, and from Law and Order for people that remember back the first original episode, seasons of Law and Order. But yeah, I love that dude as an actor. So he's doing his thing on this. He's basically a specialist that the FBI brings in because he understands. That's why it's called irrational, because he understands people's decision-making processes, the psychology of people. So he understands what makes or forces people to do certain things, which would seem irrational to other people that they overlook. So it's a good show. It's a very, very good show. They're on season 2 right now, so I'm in a couple more weeks so I could binge those too. I think they're on probably episode 3 or 4 maybe coming up right now, but yeah, so I'm waiting to get to 5 and I'm gonna binge it. But yeah, I did that. I saw Venom 3 as well. Since we're not going into it, I'll just say that I was pleasantly surprised, because I went into it like we all did, thinking it was going to be trash. And yeah, I was pleasantly surprised. I won't talk too much about it, but the symbiote aspect of it, I really enjoyed. I didn't expect the ending, regardless of what the movie's called. I didn't expect for certain things to happen. So congratulations, Sony, for pulling the trigger. Yeah, but I really enjoyed it, and like I said, I would definitely recommend it to people that love the other 2. They're gonna love this one. I was highly disappointed with Carnage, so again went into this with no expectations, and I enjoyed myself. But we'll go into specifics next week. What else did I watch? Agatha, Penguin. Really enjoyed those again as well. I believe that might be it. Something will come back to me. I feel like I watched another movie too, but can't think of it right now. Yeah. So yeah, it's been a pretty smooth week. How about you, Red?
No, we've been good, man. Can't really complain. Didn't really watch anything this week. I don't think I watched anything movie wise. To my knowledge, I don't think so. I watched, of course, Agatha, the Penguin. Caught up on Tracker. It was two episodes out, so I gotta catch up on that. You know what I mean? My show right there. Yeah, I really haven't been doing much. Just working. My foot is doing better. I'm not limping anymore, so that's a plus.
You feeling better?
Yeah, my foot's feeling better. Yeah, it is. After I got what I
No,
feel
I
like I had
shorty. The shorty. Yeah. We didn't get names.
Yeah. She's feeling better. We're supposed to hang out Tuesday, I think. Yeah, 29th. That's a Tuesday. So yeah, we're supposed to hang out on that day. We're gonna see Smile too. So I don't know.
You gotta prep yourself, bro.
Yeah.
Did you watch the first one?
I haven't, so I gotta watch the first one to know what's going on. But I do know the gist because I watch this guy on YouTube. I forgot his name, but he recaps like how to beat the monster from so he does like how to beat episodes, and it's like how to beat the monster from here, how to beat Michael Myers in this movie. So he did one for Smile too, and he talked about how to beat the monster from Smile. Well, I'm pretty.
You can't go by him. You can't go by Chris. Chris is a stickler when it comes down to like slasher films.
No, for Chris, he likes gore. So if there's no gore in his horror, he's pretty much not gonna like it.
Yeah, he likes horror, like hard horror.
He probably on that Terrifier type stuff, right?
Oh yeah, he definitely loves Terrifier. He's gonna say that's the greatest movie ever.
Yeah, I have yet to watch any of those.
Like
movies.
he's probably into like old school like Cannibal Holocaust or some shit like that. Like,
what's funny? She's into like horror like crazy too. She wants to see that Terrifier 3 too. She wants to see that. Because she's seen all of them too. Like
that Terrifier 3.
Like I don't slash don't bother me. I can watch, but when I find myself when I go to movies to watch gore movies like that, I tend to watch people more than I watch the movie because I'm looking to see who's gonna get sick from watching the movie. Like when Blade 2 first dropped out, and they introduced the Reavers, and they were like you had that freaking whatever that thing was coming out their mouth, and then like all that gore and stuff was going on. Yo, the amount of girls that was getting sick in the theater like this. I saw a girl throwing up their popcorn. And Blade was like well, if you think back at it, it was pretty gory though. Blade 2 was pretty gory, with the vampire like
Rambo.
It was blood squirting out everywhere too, man.
Yeah, Cannibal Holocaust is on Peacock. If you guys want to, if you want to watch it, Chris. Quiet Place was Gaga. Damn, bro. I like Quiet Place. I like Quiet Place, bro. But that's not I wouldn't consider that
that's
horror.
not Chris kind of horror, bro. Chris is a slasher guy, bro. He's not like anything that requires like suspense and stuff that he's not gonna be
like he wants to see like a hand get punched through a head.
Yeah,
and like he wants to see the sun come out the dude's womb. Like it's just like the sun.
The sun come out the dude's womb. The guy.
Yeah, that Hellraiser type shit. That gore for gore's sake.
My mom took me to see Rambo 4 when I was like 8. And to this day, that's the goriest movie I ever seen. Rambo 4 is pretty gory. That movie is pretty gory.
What was the last Rambo that came out? And that was kind of gory too, man. That was like over the top when he took the fucking Gatling gun and started shooting the boat and everything started looking like Swiss cheese. I'm like, God damn.
That's Rambo 4.
That's Rambo 4, right?
Yeah. That's when they in the Burma jungle. And then Last Blood was pretty gory too. Last Blood was like it was slow. It had a slow start, but it got pretty gory near the end, So Yeah. Yo, funny thing. So I'm minding my business. I'm in the kitchen doing my own thing. So I hear my mom doing a message on the phone, and she's talking about like, here we go. Like I told you about in the past how the Brooklyn apartment I used to live in, that shit was haunted, right? I told you the stories about that shit, right? So
yeah, you
my
did.
mom was steady saying, "Oh, that's all in your head. That never happened. Yada yada yada. Blah 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 blah. That never happened. You know, there was no ghost in the apartment." For years, she was saying that. For years. So I'm in the kitchen doing my thing, and then I hear her on the phone, like, "Oh," telling her friend, like, "Oh, you know, you gotta get your house blessed and blah 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 blah." Cause you know them spirits. She start talking about spirits and stuff like that. I'm like, I lean my head out the kitchen side door, like what? So then she goes on, like, yeah, you know, blah, blah, blah. So as I'm walking by myself, I said, that's funny because, you know, we had ghosts in the old apartment. You didn't want to believe me. You didn't want to believe me when I said we had them or something like that. And now all of a sudden you believe in ghosts. So as I'm walking in my room, she goes, what was I supposed to tell you, that you were right? And I said, oh, she knew.
Oh shit.
She knew.
She knew. Yo, I had to go in my room. I put my food down. I had to come back and get a full conversation. So I said, all those times I was telling you these stories about all the stuff was happening, you had me believe like it was not true. She was like, yeah, but what I was supposed to, you was a kid, what I was supposed to tell you that you were right to make you freak out even more and stuff like that. Like I had to try to calm him down or whatever like that. And then she told me a story that like one day she was sitting on the couch and one of the spirits tried to attack her on the couch. So she knew. And I was like, yo, you have me in this haunted ass. I guess that's why she moved out of there. We moved to Manhattan real quick, bro. Like
she's like not even in Brooklyn.
But yo, she had me feel like I was
borough.
she had me feel like I was going crazy for years, bro. I'm talking about years. Like she could have been confirmed all this stuff, bro. But for years she was like, nah,
emotional damage.
It never happened. It never happened. It never happened. Like, bro, I know I saw shadows and figures. I'm not bugging you. You had me think I was going crazy in Brooklyn, man. Like I knew I was seeing shadows and figures moving and all that kind of stuff going on. Heads popping out the bathrooms and stuff like that, looking down the hallway. Shit only calmed down when I got my cat. When my cat came, you know, that's when the shit only came. That shit calmed down. But even then, they would still pop up, but they wouldn't come near, like, or mess with me and stuff like that, because my cat stayed near me and stuff like that. You know what I mean? So it was like, yo, I just want to put that. So I was right this whole time, man. That Brooklyn apartment was haunted. And if
I was right this time.
And I don't remember. I forgot what the apartment number was, but it was the 6th floor, and the building was 199 Tapscott Street. So if you live in that apartment on the 6th floor up in the corner on 199 Tapscott Street, and you can see over the train station, the 3 train line, your apartment is haunted. You need to go. You need to get a priest in there. You need to get a priest in there ASAP.
Oh man, it's crazy. I don't like fucking with that shit, bro. Like I know they're around. I just choose not to acknowledge, bro. I just act like I'm just oblivious, bro. Because once the moment I lock in, bro, I'll be like a clairvoyant.
Bro, I had to put the nightlight. I had the nightlight. I had to huddle near the nightlight. I had my blanket over. I never used to sleep with like just my blanket on my shoulders. I had the blanket over my head, bro, so I didn't see nothing, bro. And I would curl up into like a freaking like ball, bro. Like
it was like the Sixth Sense for you, bro.
Bro, yeah, bro, that shit was crazy. That shit was crazy in Brooklyn, man. To this day, that's why I can't watch ghost movies and I can't do demon movies. Bro. I can't do them shits because I lived it. I lived it. That's why I can't watch. I lived it. Know that shit is real, bro.
Nah, fuck that shit. Can't do that.
Talking about. That's why when people were freaking out when we saw The Conjuring, I went to see The Conjuring with. Matter of fact, I do. No, Morel missed it because I don't remember why he missed it. He was supposed to be there, but I went with Mike and another coworker and stuff like that. DeLuna and another coworker. And at the end of the movie, when they say your spirits is real and shit, people freaking out. And I was like, I know that shit is real. You ain't got to give that message. Shit, bro. But yeah, What else did I do? To be honest, mainly this week I've been playing Street Fighter. Yo. I've been getting back into Street Fighter 6.
Mm.
I kind of want to get that Dragon Ball Z Sparking Zero game that came out because everybody's talking about that one now.
It's good.
That's what I'm hearing. I'm hearing it's really good. I keep seeing like people playing the little game trailers, the game little matches and stuff. It looks fire. Looks like a real like Dragon Ball Z anime come to life on your screen and stuff. So kind of want to check that game out. Other than that, like my week was like pretty tame, bro. I can't even call it. I didn't really go too much. Except for work, like there was a couple apprehensions that I got to be a part of. But there was one that I was running. I ran for no reason. They said post 8, so I'm running all the way. Now, if you work in Bloomingdale, like that's like the metro station line or something like that. So I'm at the top part where like the main level, and we had to get all the way down to where the metro line is. So I'm running all the way there, and by the time the person was there, I was so tight, bro. I was there like they made me run for no reason, bro. I ran off my whole lunch or something like that, bro. I just finished eating lunch, and he's like, yo, and the dude's like, yo, come on, Red, and I'm like, yo, I'm running. I'm keeping up, yo. That job changed my stamina, bro. I'm back in that. I got my stamina back, yo, with that job, bro. So I'm like, yo, I thought about it. I said, yo, back in the day, if I was running like this, I'd have been like gassed, bro. I'd have been on the floor. But yo, now like I ran and I'm good, bro. I'm like, yo, even the doctor, I got checked out today. My doctor said, yo, you good, bro. Like your heart is moving, your heart is beating strong and stuff like that. You seem like, everything's going strong. Yeah, bro. Like Bloomingdale's getting me in shape.
That's what's up, though.
I might be back. I might be coming back to being Batman again, bro. Like, yo.
Man, about to throw the knee braces back.
The knee braces about to come on, yo.
Oh,
my
man heard action, bro. He's like, I want this action, bro.
Bro, I've been looking for action, bro. I've been waiting for the distress call. I don't want to give the code out on online, but I'm waiting for that distress call to come out of the walkie. Like, we need backup. I'm like, yo, I'm in there. I'm gonna be skipping. That one dude that loves to fight that skips to the fight. I'll be skipping to that shit, bro.
Oh man.
Yeah, most of that I'm good. I do want to point out because I don't know if you have this on the docket. I'm very disappointed in Undertaker and King. They pissed me off.
Nah, I don't got that on there. Go ahead, you can talk about it.
Yeah, so I found out that the MAGA. This is no. So people is taking it like, oh, you didn't know that like they're lifelong Republicans and stuff. Like, no. Let's clear this up right now. There's a difference between Republicans and MAGA, right? So Republicans are people that have different views from liberals, but they have like their own, like they still care about the country. MAGA is like, to me, I look at MAGA like the Nazi party. Right? That's how I feel, bro. Like they don't carry American ideals. The dude's talking about he wants to overthrow the government. He wants to lock people up for having different opinions. He wants to get rid of the Board of Education. And this is all stuff said out of his mouth. I'm not making it up. They got video footage of this playing stuff that he said. So I don't know how you can sit here and say you support the guy that he's better for America when he's looking to destroy everything that America values. So, but I'm very disappointed Undertaker can't come out and endorse him. And I was a big fan of Undertaker, but I got to knock him off my Mount Rushmore right now. I still respect his legendary career, but you came off my Mount Rushmore, bro. You're not up there no more. And shout out to Mick Foley for stepping up after Undertaker do that.
I was just about to ask if you've seen that too.
Yeah, shout out to Mick Foley for coming up and then correcting all the stuff and putting the facts out there. And then, even played the clip of Undertaker coming at Undertaker for stuff he said. And like, Mick Foley, you're a real one, Mick, and I'm really proud of that. Because you could have like, said, it's my friend and shriveled down, but no, you chose to be a patriot and speak up. So I'm proud of that. I'm laughing also because Little Pump is trying to get at Eminem. And I think Little Pump just is committed career suicide because also he did to Machine Kelly, and now Machine Kelly is now singing rock music. So I don't know. Like, I don't know why Lil Pump want to come talk about Eminem and his daughter, because he said her and F Haley and all that stuff. So it's about to go down. I'm just waiting for the mixtape to come out, bro. It's about to go down. But everybody was like, "Who's Lil Pump?" That's the funniest thing about the whole thing. Everybody's like, "Who's Lil Pump?" Who? So yeah, I don't know. We can move on now. I just wanted to point that out.
All right, cool.
Y'all not giving me no feedback anyway, so I just stand there quiet.
Nah, because you know what it is. Nah, I seen the one with Mick Foley. I had a pleasure of meeting dude at Fangoria a couple of years ago. I had a whole conversation with him. Like he's a cool dude. So the fact that he came out and spoke, listen, whatever you decide to who you want to vote for, man, like it shouldn't hold bearing to like friendships or people that you know. Like if someone wants to vote for someone else, it shouldn't be like, you know, F this person, F that. That's just my ideology. Like if I'm not a Trump supporter, but if someone wants to vote for Trump, that's cool. Like that's not like when you try to mix politics and friendship, so that shit's never gonna go. It's never gonna like, you know.
So funny you said that, right? So somebody said that online, like, oh, you know, these are all political views, and you shouldn't like make your friendship or, you know, strain off of political views and stuff like that. So then I asked the person, would you be friends with a Nazi? And then he couldn't answer. And I'm like, I asked him again, would you be friends with a Nazi? Can't answer. At the end of the day, the Nazi party was a political view. That was their political ideology. And right now, you be hard pressed to find people that say they'll be friends with Nazis. You find people that say they very much despise Nazis. So it's like, I understand, like, you shouldn't let your friendship be dictated by who you vote for politically. But if somebody's clearly a danger to like the public and clearly a danger to the community, like we're really in danger of like repeating history because people are not learning from the past. Like everything this dude points out, like everything this dude does points to him being a fascist. Like there's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. His own party members who are lifelong Republicans, Kelly and Mark Milley, are saying that he should no longer be he should never touch the White House again. He should be put back in power. They're saying he's the definition of a fascist. He idolizes Hitler. He said he wished the generals that he had now were Hitler generals. This is all stuff he said, bro. This is all stuff he said. And like, that's why I can't rock with it. I can't, like, if you know all this now and you still want to go out and support him, an insurrectionist, like, I have to question where your morals lie at that point. You know what I mean? Like, because you're seeing all the stuff he's doing and saying.
You know, it comes down to like, you may not like the person as far as like his personality. His personality is shit. We all know this shit. He's not a good dude, but like there's people that only vote for him because there's certain policies that fall along with that's aligned with them. Like just like how the
right.
You may not be 100% a Kamala supporter, but there's certain, you know, out of 10 different policies, maybe you like 2 or 3, but that falls in line with what you like, and that is what you benefit. You know, you want to vote for what you feel like is aligned with your values or what you want, or if something really doesn't affect you, but you look at it, the broader image, the broader picture, where this would benefit, you know, these group of people, not just saying like Hispanic or Black, just like people in general. And that's what I think some people will say, hey, I kind of like a few of his policies. I made like 3 or 4 out of the 20 different policies that I don't like, versus Kamala, where I really don't fall in line with anything that she likes. So it's just like I look at it like that. Like a Trump supporter doesn't always, I wouldn't say not all, but I can't speak for those people. But I know that there's some people that doesn't really like look at every single one of their policies like they agree with everything he does.
And that's what it is. We not Yeah, and in that aspect, you're not talking about supporters. We're just talking about regular, normal, average people. Whereas, like, I heard this dude on the morning show the other day, he's a welder, and it's like all this other stuff that's going on. Like, obviously, it's a big thing and it's concerning. But for him, this dude is working 80 hours a week. So for the only thing that he's worried about is Trump talking about, oh, we're not going to tax overtime. So for him, that's like, oh, I'm bringing in 3 to 5 more grand a month into my household to support my family. Like, that's the only thing he's worried about. You know what I'm saying? It ain't got nothing to do with following the dude, how he is, or where we might end up at. It's a lot of people are just thinking about right now and what's going to benefit me and my family and my household. So it's rough, man. It's rough. You got to look at it the way Red said, but at the same time, a lot of people feel like that stuff has nothing to do with them, so they were looking for the things that directly
ain't got nothing
affect
to do
them.
with you until it does.
Until it does, yeah, that's true, exactly.
Until it
But
does.
This is how the setup happens.
And I think that he does say a lot of dumb shit, but like he's like an old senile person, and half the time, like we've dealt with a Trump administration already. You know, we survived. Like you know, a pockets probably got hit.
Did we? I think we got hit the most with COVID. The COVID deaths in the whole world. Like a lot of people died from that.
Yeah, but I wouldn't put
measures that could have been put in place.
Dude, it was a pandemic, bro. And yeah, he was not the fastest. Like he was kind of like dragging his feet and kind of like saying that it was not real. But
bro,
like
he told people to put bleach in their body, bro. Like,
that was a joke, man. Come on.
That was not a joke. He meant that shit.
No,
bro.
he didn't mean that. He was being facetious, bro. Because they were making fun of him. Anyway, that doesn't matter. He was being facetious.
Bro, he was not being facetious. He went on national TV,
bro,
on a White House press conference and told people to put bleach in their body, and people actually did it.
I looked at it, I watched it, and I saw it as him being facetious. If someone took that and was like, you know what, he's telling the truth and doesn't understand his type of like rhetoric, then that's on them. Like I looked at it like, oh shit, he's been an asshole. He's being an asshole. But like I don't think he really thought. Anyways, but I fucking
he really thought that bleach.
I wouldn't say that, bro.
I will. I'm saying it. Hell yeah, he really thought that bleach. Because he was looking at the doctors to back up the shit that he was saying, and they were like, nah. He dead ass looked at that, and they talking about that UV light shit. Like, oh yeah, and you can put the UV light, right? The UV, and he looked at the doctor, and she had to go behind him, like, please don't put bleach in your body. Please don't use the UV light shit. And they still did it because he said it. That's the power. That's the person. Like you gotta understand the power that you have. That if you go on that stage and you say something, and somebody's gonna believe you, as the president of the United States, you gotta be careful what you put out there. And he went out there and told people to put bleach in their body.
I bet that's true.
And to take horse medicine to cure COVID.
Yeah, I mean, I think I seen that shit too. That was funny though. I don't know if he was being real. Like that was funny. That made me laugh. I'm like, what is this guy talking about? Yeah, I don't know. I just when it comes down to like that kind of situation, I'm just a little more like open as far as like letting people just do what they want to do.
Bro. I'm dead. Like, if you support MAGA, bro, if I see you saying, Trump gonna save the country, I'm putting him back in office, bro, I'm questioning you. Knowing that we know now, knowing all the shit that he's saying, bro, and everybody can't say, oh, I didn't know he said that. You know the shit that he's saying. He's out here saying that Haitians are eating pets. He's out here telling all these different lies. He's out here saying Joe Biden sent the tornadoes into Florida. He's telling all kinds of craziness now. Knowing that he's saying all this craziness and you still going out there to vote for him, I'm going to start questioning you now. I'm questioning your intelligence. I'm questioning your morality. I'm questioning everything, bro, because this is ridiculous at this point. And I'm not even a Kamala friend, but I'm just going to vote for her because she's the sanest person that's in the party right now, running. Like, she's the sanest person in the thing running right now. That's the only reason why I'm voting for her.
That the Anderson Cooper thing she had yesterday was kind of brutal, though. she really couldn't answer a lot of the questions.
Yeah, but look what Charlemagne the God came out there and said the real truth. He said, yo, we got a person over here doing the most anti-American shit, and nobody's treating him like an anti-American, bro. Charlemagne the God spoke the absolute truth on Anderson Cooper's thing right now. He said, and even Van what's the guy named? Whatever, the dude on CNN, the band guy, I forgot his name.
Yeah.
He said it too, that like Trump is over here running a lawless campaign while she's over here got to run flawless. So if she makes one little mistake, people don't like, oh, how could she couldn't articulate her policy well? Versus this dude who only says he has concept of a plan, and everybody's like, okay, he has a plan. He said he has concept of a plan. That's good enough for me. He didn't tell you what his plans were at all for anything. But everybody's like, that's good enough for me. He said got concept of a plan, but she because she couldn't articulate her plan too well. Oh, I don't know. I don't like the fact that she, the way she defended herself against that reporter. She's a little too uppity. She's a little too mad. She shouted at him and stuff like that. Like, bro, Trump is over here calling people like, over here dissing reporters to their face, and nobody said nothing, bro. And she can't. They're not running the same race. They're not running the same race at all.
To be honest, bro, I just want this shit to go back to like just professional fucking campaigns, bro.
Qualified individuals.
Yeah, this shit is just it's so volatile, bro, and it's just garbage, bro. Like both sides, it's just like I'm about to just vote for fucking Joe Stein, bro, and just waste the vote. It's just garbage, bro. Like it's I don't know, bro. Like I don't know how you could look at it too and think Kamala's the garbage one in the situation, bro. I just don't see it. She's the one that's more educated. She's the one that has more experience doing stuff. Mm-hmm. She's highly educated. She's way more educated than Trump. So that's not even a debate. And he's over here calling her dumb. And I'm like, bro, how are you calling someone dumb when you bought your college degree, bro? You didn't even go to school for that shit. We all know it. You wouldn't even show your school records when they asked for it. Well, I mean, when I say garbage, I'm not attacking her IQ. I'm just saying the policies are garbage. Not her. I think she's well articulated. I'm just saying the policies are garbage.
What policy is garbage?
I don't want to have this is. I don't want to debate anybody.
I'm actually, what policy you feel is garbage? You said it's garbage. I'm actually, which one you feel is garbage?
Because we live in New York, right? And we felt victim to the borders and the migrants and shit. The fact that she has not spoke up and talk about the open borders and how she's gonna handle that. That's a problem for me because we all dealt with it. We've seen how the crime has been wilding, and you've seen a lot of migrants from Venezuela coming over and robbing old people and robbing on mopeds. I live out here in the Bronx. We have a big a surge of Venezuelans that's popping up here. I'm not saying it's not her problem. It's not her fault that these white migrants are coming in. It's just about how she wants to handle the border situation and how she can, because New York right now is we have, for one, we have people with homelessness is at an all-time high, right? We can't get our citizens into apartments. And it's just, I don't know, it's a lot. It's a lot of things that like I said, I haven't decided who I want to vote for as far as Jill Stein or Kamala. Definitely not.
I mean, at the end of the day, that fell on Adams and Hochul. They're the ones that dropped the ball on that one. Because if I was Adams, I'd let the niggas not even get off the bus. Like, nah, bro. Send that bus right back on along about its way, bro.
No, but
when they were coming from Texas and we was over here trying to play Sanctuary City and all that stuff like that, that's when they messed up with that. That's when they messed up.
But now where he at? Gone.
No, I think because it's the border that was open that we allowed the border to be open.
The border's not open. It's the same policy that Obama had that Trump took advantage of to have the people in the internment camps that he had them in locked up and taking their kids away and giving them to people under adoption pretenses and then kicking the parents out of the country without their kids. It's the same policy that Trump abused that Obama put in place. It's the same policy that we have now.
No, what changed with the open border situation? Now migrants are not passing through the port of entry. Like they're getting picked up at certain waypoints during or around the border where they are being transported from those points into sanctuary cities. That's the new policy that Biden had put in. I would say like maybe like year 2 or some shit like that. And then Texas is like, yo, what y'all doing? Like, we not paying for none of this shit on these buses. And then people like Eric Adams and Hochul was like, yeah, bring them over. And they was like, all right, and they started shipping these motherfuckers over here. It's a weird situation.
Yeah, but see that you just said it yourself. It's Adams and Hochul that did it. That ain't got nothing to do with Kamala. Who come in the country?
They were still coming in, regardless if they came to New York or whatever. They was facilitating these the bus routes. We spoke up and then we allowed them in, but it was still like within outside of the port entry.
Yeah,
big facts, Marvin. Big facts.
Yeah. Okay, we'll deal with that shit later.
They always do that shit. There's always like a preconceived notion when they do these things. Like, oh, I'll take this away. I'll take that. It's all a game. It's this whole politician shit is all a game.
Bro, the dude said he would get rid of the Board of Education. That's one of his policies. He wants to get rid of the Board of Education. And then schools that don't teach curriculum that he doesn't want them to teach. So if they teach, so basically the schools start teaching about slavery, human rights and stuff like that.
You're done.
You're not getting no money. And then your school is done. And then the school is closing down. And then you're going to have to figure out how you're going to get your kid into a private school that's going to be charging way more because they're going to know, oh, you need your kid to come to this school. So then they can up their prices for kids to come in there. This is the whole chaos that he's looking to create. First of all, he's talking about nobody's getting taxed. Like, that's cap. How are you going to have nobody getting taxed, bro? You're going to have terrorists pay for all the bills in America? That's not happening. His policy, he's just saying shit to get the votes in there, and he's not going to do what he's saying. He just wants to be a dictator. I don't know why people can't see that. He wants to get in there, pardon himself, and then figure out a way that he never has to leave the office and he can stay in there as a dictator. And then if they have a majority Republican, he's gonna get what he wants. Cause I don't know, for some reason they kiss his ass. Like, I don't know why.
You think they'll do that shit? They'll
Bro, they doing it right now. There's people saying that, like, oh, South Carolina should just declare Trump the president. We shouldn't even should declare Trump won South Carolina. He don't even have to vote. They're doing it right now.
No, but
they're making it harder for people to vote so the Democrats side can't vote for Trump. They're trying to make different rules for different stuff. They're making people travel way farther to go to different counties for them to vote. And they want you to say, oh, no, man, I'm not traveling there that far to go vote. So that way their Republican votes can get in and then you stay home. They're doing it right now.
Yeah, I think that, but that'll be a tall order if he does that, because you have to redact the whole Constitution. I don't know if they could do it.
Tall order is not impossible. It's improbable, but not impossible.
But for them to
they already
the Constitution,
been trying to dismantle. They already been trying to do that. That's not a new thing either. They've been trying to take apart the Constitution.
I'm saying they can try, but like I said, it's a tall order.
To get it done, you just need 3 sects of the government to do it. All 3 sects of the government to agree. He already has a majority Supreme Court. All he needs is there to be a dominant Republican Party in the Senate or whatever, and then that's it. Game over. If he's Republican president, he already has a Republican Supreme Court, majority Supreme Court, and all he needs is either the Congress or the Senate to have a majority Republican in there, and then that's it. He's getting anything he wants. That stuff's going to get changed. It's going to get passed, and there's nobody to stop it. The checks and balances, there's going to be no checks because everybody's on his side.
You think he would have done it in his first term? If he was going to do that shit, he couldn't. Why not?
Had to replace the people first. Didn't have the majority when he first got in.
He's gonna have the majority now.
The Supreme Court, yeah.
That's what Red was just talking about.
No, I'm saying, but does he have it? Like
he had that. He appointed the judges.
Yeah, I know he appointed the judges. But the judges have to uphold the Constitution.
Bro.
No, I'm just saying, like, you know, because even that dude he appointed, what's that dude name? It was like he appointed him like a week,
The Supreme
maybe a
Court
month
judge
before.
is corrupt, bro. You ain't see what the what's the black guy, the black judge name, bro? Wait, this dude is out here doing
Clarence Thomas.
Bro, all the stuff he's accused, they corrupt, bro. They don't care. They don't care.
I mean, we could say that, but are they all corrupt, bro? Like, there's none of them is upholding the Constitution, bro. We're gonna say they're all corrupt.
Yeah,
we're not.
I get it. We live in inner city, and we don't trust anybody. I know this is a big Jaguar right situation.
It's not about that. It's about what's really going on, bro. It's not. These are not like conspiracy theories we're talking about. This is stuff that's been happening. But most people don't pay attention to these little things until, like Red said, like until it's too late. Like these things have been piling up. They've been happening. Just like you said, why didn't he do it before? There's things that had to be done. Now they have the majority of the Supreme Court now. Certain things have to be in place, and once they get put in place, they have the votes to do certain things. It doesn't take that much to set precedents. That's the thing that I'm always worried about.
I get it. I guess I'm just not like looking at it that way, because I'm not like trying to fear monger and shit. You know what I mean? Not thinking that
it's
that's
not about
happen.
fear mongering, bro. It's about paying attention to what's going on and understanding how the government works. That's all. It's not just at you. This is like everybody, because most people like. And again, I'm not talking to you directly. This is just an overall conversation. Most people look at when they talk about politics and the government, everybody's, oh, why doesn't the president just do this, do that, dude? People don't even understand, like Red just said, how checks and balances work. This is why you have the three branches of the government. Everybody's supposed to keep each other in check, but these games that people been playing and trying to like, oh, we're trying to weigh it one side, and this is how things happen. This is how Roe v. Wade gets overturned. This is how these things happen. That just happened a minute ago.
And you got that just happened
not too long ago, bro.
Because they can't have an abortion.
This is what I'm saying. Bro, these things are currently happening, bro. And people have to pay attention to these things, because if you don't, again, we need to be going out and voting for our local governments. People keep we're gonna do November every 4 years and the vote, and that vote counts. And then when you don't get things your way or things haven't been going, it's like, oh, that president, this. It's about our local government. These judges, these politicians, everybody that we voting for, that's making laws on a local level, because federal doesn't control everything over us, which a lot of people fail to realize also. Like, we have a state government for a reason. So these are the things that we need to be focused on before these primaries for the president even come up. Because if we could get the right people in these offices, then the fear mongering or whatever it is that we're worried about happening, we won't have to worry about those things happening, because we know we put the right people in place.
I'm just gonna
have to start taking more power. I'm
just gonna end it with this. Like there's a saying that, Rome wasn't conquered in a day. So it's, everything is steps. Hitler didn't just come in, take power, and then like went corrupt. Everything was steps. It was little steps to go. Like somebody, like the perfect saying, somebody said even Hitler was shaking hands and kissing baby before he went evil. So just because it's not looking like it's gonna go that way, you gotta listen to what the person is saying, how they're acting, what they're doing. Everything Trump is acting, doing, and saying is a fascist leader mentality. Like, he's talking about having you locked up for having a different of opinion with him. He's talking about sicking the military on people because they don't believe in what he believes, or they have a difference of what if they don't like his policy, he's gonna send the military to go round up people, like the news company, MSNBC, CNN, and all that stuff. He's talking about shutting them down because they don't talk nice about him and stuff like that. This is all fascist mindset, bro. He's a dictator mindset right here.
It's just like the war on terror. You have an imaginary enemy. Who's the enemy within?
Enemy within. Who's the enemy within? He keeps saying the enemy within.
That's the umbrella that everybody you just talked about falls under. everybody that he has an issue with, doesn't agree, or has a difference of opinion, falls under that umbrella of the enemy within. Like, it's like, come on, what are we talking about right now, bro? This is what messes me up. It's like we're not even talking about policies no more, for the most part. It's like wrestling to me now. Everybody's putting on a show, and we're not talking about what really is important for the people.
Do you know how crazy it is that I have a sister, my sister that's in Canada is calling me, and she's worried because they're seeing the stuff that's happening in Canada, and she's worried that Trump will get voted in, and she's worried about my safety and stuff like that because of the stuff. She knows this guy is bad business, but nobody else sees that stuff, bro. And she's worried about my safety here because she sees the stuff that's going on. They see the stuff that's going on here with the politics and stuff. And she said, like, no, this is really bad if he gets voted in. And this is somebody looking from the outside that got no care about which side, who wins or whatever. She's looking from the outside and sees that he's bad to be voted in.
All right. Let's see what we got here, man, because we got a lot of topics here. We got a lot. So we have another RICO that's about to happen. I don't know if you peeped this. Little Dirk got locked up. He got and Little Dirk. Little Dirk's. Yeah, he's from Chicago. He was actually, I think he was given the key to the city in Chicago. And
all my life. Okay.
Yeah, so he got wrapped up in Miami. Supposedly he was gonna flee. He had tickets to go to Switzerland. Because some of his people that he's affiliated with got wrapped up in Chicago for the murder of Quando Rondo's cousin. So supposedly the docket is stating that he is hired for murder for hire, where he had an artist, and this artist was like, I think, they were like tight like brothers. His name was King Von. He got murdered out in Atlanta, and it was a fight between him and Quando Rondo. And a year later, I think in California, something like that, Quando Rondo was in a car, and they went and shot at him, but they didn't kill him. They ended up killing his cousin. And so they got wrapped up for that murder. And supposedly there was a guy in that crew that was wearing a wire for 7 years. And there's a text message they try to delete from iCloud, and pretty much he was like saying, don't use any names on buying tickets or whatever, like keep everything anonymous or whatever. But no, they bought the tickets, they bought the guns under the the affiliated name. And so yeah, he got locked up last night. The U.S. Marshals got him, so they're gonna extradite him to Chicago. And yeah, he's looking at a RICO. As of right now, they have Harvard. This is like a federal case, and it's the Red knows when it's federal, they got some.
they got your ass.
What's
98%?
That was about to ask you. What's their ratio?
It's like 98%. Close rate.
And it's like, and it's crazy. Like he posted a couple of days ago, like because I listen to young Dirk, Little Dirk. He's not like my favorite like artist. Like I know some of his songs, and I'm like, yo, bro, like, the city showed you mad love. Like the mayor out there, everybody's showing you mad love, and they just don't know like what these people be doing. I'm saying this is all allegedly, so we don't know if this is true or not. But it's like, damn, bro, like just imagine you that person that gave him the key or gave him like recognition, and you're like, damn, bro, like my man was out there fucking, sending out hits. So I don't know how that's gonna play out, man. It's crazy, bro. So yeah, these entertainers
is wilding out.
It's some real backwards shit. Like, yo, you you made it out the trenches, right? You're successful at that, right? And it's not like you just had a one-hit wonder and you out the hood. Like, nah, he was consistent and he had a following. But yet you still want to kind of like dabble in that situation. And I think that what happens is that people feel like they have to have some kind of like loyalty to the streets and bring, the people that helped him get big to bring him over and put him on payroll. But these dudes that he brings them on, like kind of like will still live that life because they're not getting paid as he's getting paid. But he's affiliated at this point in time. Like this is like the same thing that happened to Casanova like a couple of years ago. Like he was affiliated. And he was bankrolling that situation that was happening with him. I think he's doing like 20 years.
See, and now he knows why Chief Keef stopped why Chief Keef stopped doing the paying his boys money and then moved out the hood.
Yeah, I get it. You want to help, and I get it. You want to help people out, bro. Like it has to be a different way in how you want to help people out. Like you don't have to bring them with you. But
the moment you give one of them money, bro, the Fed's gonna wrap you up in it saying it's a RICO case. You're funding,
yeah,
doing and stuff.
You're funding the gangs, whatever it is. If they're saying if they're gonna call it a gang, whatever, like, if we got big and we start getting money and we have a crew and shit like that, they'll consider like Untitled being like a fucking a group. You know what I mean, an affiliate. So like I get it. It's wild, man. And I also heard too that Tory Lanez is gonna get retried.
Word.
And so they supposedly like
they
said Meg was lying on the stand.
Yeah,
like,
bro.
That's the case, bro. She gonna get locked up.
I don't want her to go down, but like, yo, it didn't seem like he did it, bro. It sounds crazy the whole time.
Tory's like, he's like, yo, what was the thing? He was like, dance, bitch. Like he did some like,
yeah, dance, bitch. Yeah, right.
And they started shooting at her feet, bro. Like that's crazy. I mean, listen, we weren't there,
and then the other chick got immunity too. Yeah. Again, I was just putting pieces together from what we heard, evidence from the trials and stuff. It just
did they ever show her feet, like where the bullet wounds and stuff?
There was a shot. Nah, she took a picture and she had like lacerations on her foot. Like she didn't get shot in the foot. It was like fragments that hit her foot. Like I guess the bullets were hitting the floor and then the asphalt pieces of metal was hitting her foot, but she didn't have like a bullet hole. Not like, I mean, I'm sure like lacerations hurt as much, but yeah, like I don't know. They speculating that it was the friend, the girl, was the one that shot.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
everybody knew it was her.
She already got
everybody said it was her.
So like, yeah, Tory Lanez like, yo, I didn't do that shit, bro. Like I'm not a saint, but I ain't do that. Like.
Even the driver kind of alluded to that it wasn't him with his testimony.
Yeah, I don't know, man. But yeah, let's see. I guess this little Dirk situation is still new. So like all the information is not out yet. So I guess he's being held without bond. So I guess we get a little more than that. I mean, this shit looking crazy, man. Everything seems like it's just like
young boys gotta chill out.
I feel like all this shit, bro, no lie, is all connected to Diddy. I feel like Diddy's just talking right now. Like, yo, I'll tell you about this. I'll tell you about that. Tory Lanez didn't shoot her. I got that was a freak off party. I got footage. Oh man.
Actually, I think it was Kylie Jenner's party they were coming from.
It was Kylie Jenner.
Yeah.
It was her. I think it was her Airbnb. And she had her.
My life.
Yeah, but mind you, she wasn't even like mentioned. Like she had immunity.
Mm-hmm.
We didn't hit that. Shit was like sealed. Because yeah, I'm sure if you was there, bro,
I wouldn't want to be mentioned either. Like, yo, look, I just had them at my party. I ain't got nothing to do with what happened outside.
I didn't even know they questioned her.
Exactly. and I think one of the I think they were saying that Megan was getting jealous that he was like flirting with Kylie, and then shit popped off about him smashing her best friend.
Oh, what she getting jealous for? What she talking about, like Boss Girl Summer and all that stuff like that? Very out your character to get jealous about stuff. When you talking about you the boss chick, man, you get any guy you want.
That's just
like,
the character, bro. That's just the character.
I remember
bro.
the song. You had Ty Dollars in every end.
That's kayfabe.
I mean, yeah, I mean, I remember the song, bro. What happened?
You get it though, Red. It's kayfabe, bro.
Oh, it's kayfabe. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Maybe we need to stop playing those characters. Then, just, if you really like a dude, just say you like it. Stop playing that shit.
Oh man. Oh, this is
poisoning the well, man.
This is a funny one, man. So I don't know, first person you live in Brooklyn. Did you hear about the Bed-Stuy Aquarium?
I'm gonna be real with you. I ain't even know they had an aquarium in Bed-Stuy.
Oh, you're talking about the one that the fire department that smashed up?
So for those, with our context, right? For those that's watching us right now, so there was a fire hydrant that was kind of like offset, and it was under construction, and someone decided to like make it into like an aquarium where they kind of like, it was already kind of flooded. They put like fishes in it, and it became a big thing. That people, if you go to Google Maps, you type in Bed-Stuy Aquarium, it'll tell you exactly where it's at, and that's crazy that it's a location.
They got pictures.
Yeah, I have a video here.
Oh, all right.
If you guys want to peep it here, this is
my love.
I've ever seen, but it's really cool. That's a lot of fish in a very small place. I hope most of them make it. I hope they get enough food. Fire hydrant fed pond in the city is pretty unique, I think. You don't have the space or the money to afford your own aquarium. You got a free one,
There
right?
would be a tree hugger that built that shit.
Everybody together from God knows
Nah, it wasn't.
To marvel at this. Everybody comes together, like just nurture these little creatures. Something so small can bring so many people together.
Yo, where is nah?
My day, one of my friends was looking
That's
at
the creator right there.
Put some fish in there.
Oh, okay.
It's always been dirty. Always been
Non-tree
messed up for
hugger.
years. We cleaned it out, and then he went and bought the fish, and then from there we just went on every day taking care of it. People come by and they love it. They help, and it's community love.
Bringing people together, a place to hang out, just bond over some fish.
It's really cute and wacky and gross and very Brooklyn. I feel a little bad for the fish, but I think they're getting their day in the sun. Might be creating the next ecologists of tomorrow for Brooklyn, so it's a good thing.
Before we had people just sit out here to watch it. We have a camera over your head. Now we have people just watching all over because it got vandalized. Another lady tried to steal a fish, said she was rescuing a fish coming out of a bar 1:30 in the morning, but she still can't tell us where the fish is at. Nothing for nothing, but it's more blessings for the people that love it and the community, people all around the world. So it's beautiful.
It's gone now.
That's crazy.
So spoiler alert, it's gone. So the fire department actually came yesterday, right? And they started like cleaning this shit out. And the creator was on Instagram Live talking about, look what they're doing, whatever they're trying to fuck us over. Like they don't want us to kind of like succeed in this situation. And like maybe like an hour later, they left, but they added like some like tarp situation. They had like pavers on the top. It made it look real nice. Like, oh, so the city's letting them rot. I was like, oh shit, that's what's up. They're gonna let them have their little thing. I mean, I know it's not sustainable because I know in the wintertime those fishes are gone.
Yeah.
But not the city came in at 2:00 in the morning, and that's like they don't normally do that shit, right? 2:00 in the morning, and they pretty much did this. I have the video here.
Wow, my man teed the whole thing up. This is about to be reckless.
Nah, they filled that shit up.
Yo, they are haters, bro. They are haters, bro.
Yo, they cemented it. Yo.
Nah, bro, that's crazy, bro. Yo, they are haters, bro. Now, if that was a crack in the street, we needed fixed. That shit would have been there for another 3, 4, 5 years. That's
word,
great, yo.
Word, 100%, bro. Like, yo, I've been calling 311 for a year to fix this fucking street lamp that's been off, and they haven't come yet,
good
bro.
luck.
Good luck.
Yeah, exactly.
I might as well go up there and fix it myself.
Nah,
People just create something. That's crazy.
Just start hanging some Christmas lights and stuff on it, and like have a little bird or something. Make a bird nest out of it. That's what make them come and hate, and then they put they made a bird nest out of this. Nah, I can't this.
It's sweet, right? You know that you create this aquarium, and people came to visit all types of people, right? White, black, Hispanic, they all came together.
Real Brooklyn shit too,
and that's dope. But at the same time, at the same time, the city's gonna city. If they're not receiving any money, any profits, they're gonna
haters. Yeah,
they're gonna hate
haters.
They're definitely
haters,
gonna hate. Bro. And it's funny because the first time I heard about it was Casey Neistat, is a YouTuber that I follow. He fucking traveled all the way to Brooklyn to see this. I'm like, the Bed-Stuy Aquarium. I'm like, there's no Bed-Stuy Aquarium. And he
That's
goes
what
to a
I'm saying.
little
When
block.
you said that, I'm like, I never. That's crazy.
Yo, if you go to Google right now and type in Bed-Stuy Aquarium, bro, it's like a thing. It's like a whole. They put a whole address to the shit. This shit is crazy,
when
bro.
I first heard it, I was like, "Are they mistaking the Coney Island Aquarium with the Bed-Stuy?"
That's what I thought.
That's the only one I know.
Nah, bro, they had little fishes in there. People were like complaining about the shit because it was like the fish is too, the water's too cold. The fishes are dying. They buying new fish every day to keep them, like, you know what I mean? Like, I get it. It's not sustainable, especially in New York. If you had something like that, like in, the kind of the southern states, then fish would thrive. But in New York, bro, no. Especially now, like the way that the lows are like 30, almost 30, 40 degrees. Those fishes are
buying fish every day is diabolical, bro. You fucking fish die. Going to the store to kill more fish, bro. Like
exactly. It's. I mean, the gesture is nice. It's nice because you're making something that is typically like frowned upon and looked at, and it's like, oh, it looks like the ghetto and shit when shit's not fixed, and they made it pretty. You know what I mean? I get that.
And as soon as you do that, here they come and fuck it up. Oh, that shit's right there on Tompkins.
Yeah, that shit is no more, man.
Wow.
That shit is gone.
That's crazy.
Next thing up was you have this 14-year-old that took his own life.
Wow.
Due to the fact he was using a chat box, and his chat bot was pretty much like he labeled his chat box as Daenerys Targaryen, and he was like, I guess he was like somewhat of a Targaryen in this situation, and he was having this relationship almost like Joaquin Phoenix and Scarlett Johansson and her.
Oh my god!
And the mother's alluding to her for reading the text, saying that the chat box was saying "come back home," whatever it is, and she's saying that was the reason why he took his own life. I'm like, I don't know if I could push the blame on that app, bro. Like that's a parental thing. Like, you need to know what your kids are doing on your phones, especially a 14-year-old.
These little niggas need to go and start touching grass. That's ridiculous, bro.
That's a little something, bro. I can't see my child doing that, bro.
My son is definitely not doing that, bro.
I cannot. Like, that's something else. There was something wrong with him that they just let slide. And they should have been more up on that, because that doesn't make sense. The moment
he started having a relationship with Chat GPT, whatever that
shit, like what?
That's so wrong.
You should.
Where's his friends at?
And the funny thing is, like, those, and it's not funny because someone lost their life, but at the same time, it's like these chat boxes are not free, and he's not paying it. He's not working, so his parents this money being funneled from somewhere. You should know if your kid is using chat GTP, whatever that shit is called. You should have an understanding of what's happening with your kids, bro. Like, I know it's hard to diagnose and see depression, right? Because we've done it, we've seen it. We've seen friends that had I guess they struggle with it, and we just never knew, and they took matters in their own hand, and we just never see an inkling or anything. But yeah, 14-year-old kid loses his life to that. I'm like, that's fucked up, man. So the mother right now is pretty much like pushing the blame on the developers. And mind
Well,
you,
the blame is on you. The blame is on your kid.
Mm-hmm.
Not everybody but the developers.
Yeah, I agree, bro. It's like you gotta take accountability, bro. Like the app itself is like the age rating is 18 and over for one. So he's using an app that he's not supposed to be using, right? And you got to take accountability, bro. Like, even though you may want to, like, this world is all about self-preservation, and you never want to look stupid around people. And yo, if I fucked up as a parent, bro, I'm gonna be the first to tell you that I fucked up as a parent. Like, I should have seen the signs. I should have asked questions. I should have been more tapped in with my kids day to day and making sure I was monitoring his phone. That's what I would have done. But you know, we live in a day and age where people just don't want to look stupid. It's all about self-preservation. So
I mean, I'm gonna be fair to the mom and say that's something that's very hard to monitor, because like, how do you even know that relationship is even going on? That he's having a relationship with an AI like bot something thing. It's not like he's gonna come out and say, "Hey, my girlfriend is my phone." You know, like, it's like it's not. It's hard, bro. It's like, I don't know. It's hard for the parent. That's weird nowadays, bro. Like, I don't know.
It's a paid app. It's a paid app. So like, she's paying for the app. So I would have been like, what do you like? What is this for? Like, that would have been the question. Like, what is this for?
I mean, he could have lied. He could probably say, "Oh, I'm trying to write novels with it," or "I'm trying to like."
Agree.
You know, there are people that saying that like they are writing books with using Chat GPT. GPT, yeah, they're using Chat GPT to write books and other things. They use it for their resume. They use it to help them for homework, like research and all that stuff. So there's many different stuff they use it for. So he could have lied and said any one of those reasons besides having a romantic relationship with it. Like, I don't. That's weird, bro. Like,
no, I
I
agree. I think it's so many faults that it has, but I think that everything kind of like lands in the household at some capacity. It starts at the household, because I kind of want to revert. Like, imagine, I don't want to like kind of like put my information out there like that, but like, my son is at that age, right, where he's doing shit and he's on Discord and I put him on Discord, right, and I'm like, hey, so like, what do you like? It was a whole parental shit, right, and kind of monitor what he's doing. I'm like, he's inactive. I'm like, so you're not. I see you on Discord all the time, but like, it says you're not inactive. He goes, oh, because I made my own. So like, he totally just created his own. He made his own email. He did his own thing, and so I can't monitor this shit. But he be on that shit, and I'm like, I said, listen, if I was to go through your phone right now, what would be the one thing that you probably be the most kind of like shook that if I was to see? He was like, Discord. He's like, there's a lot of filth on there. I was like, oh. He said, there's a lot of filth. I would be so embarrassed. I was like, weird stuff? And he goes, no, not weird stuff. Just like, like just 13-year-old kid shit. And I'm like, all right, cool. I mean, I don't know what that means, but because I told him, I said, listen, I used to be a 13-year-old, but I wasn't a 13-year-old with today's technology.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? My 13-year-old was outside playing tag, doing
the only way we could look at stuff like that, you had to find your older cousins' magazines and stuff like that. It was the magazines or the tapes.
We was the generation. We was the generation of the hand-me-downs, bro. Like, bro.
Yeah.
Like, when we couldn't be discreet watching porn or getting porn, bro. Like, when you got the porn, the boxes are like this big. The VHS porn tapes, bro, were like this, bro. They were like 6-inch thick fucking booklets, bro. Like, you couldn't hide them shits in your pants, bro. Like, they're like, what's that tape in your pocket? Like, you have that one tape. It was just zero discretion. These kids now could just go online and do what they want to do. Like, but yeah, I think if I had a second chance about this whole like phone shit with my son, I probably would have had the iPhone set where it was like a kid's account the whole entire from start to finish. But now that he's already like in that ecosystem, it's like it's hard to kind of revert. I'm like, but I said, listen, as long as you like being safe and don't, I said, listen, everything you do online, bro, like is captured and it's there forever, bro. So like someone if it was to like use information against you, bro, that shit is there. So always be mindful of the shit that you put. Like, but you know,
I didn't know how crazy Discord was until like I watched that YouTube documentary on the kick streamers that doing the pedophilia stuff, and they use the Discord to like spread like the people knew that they'll get the pictures from the girls from Omegle, and then they'll spread it on their Discords and stuff like that, like showing it to. I'm like, and they're underage people, bro. So it's like, yo, it's just crazy. I didn't know how wild Discord was, because I'm innocent on my Discord. I talk to you guys on there. I probably got like one Street Fighter, like talking about Street Fighter and gaming, and I have a Monopoly one, and that's about it. Like,
yeah,
my Discord is like very tame. It's whack. You know, but it's
you know
wild stuff out there.
We for those that's watching, like we have a Discord, right? And our Discord is like it's not really active, but there's so many different categories. So I could imagine like a Discord server that looks like ours that has each topic has its own ecosystem of people, and it's like communities, separate communities within the whole community. I'm like, yeah, I could imagine how crazy that would get, like for like the big streamers and shit like that.
And you gotta regulate it too. That's
you got a mod. You need a mod and all that kind of shit. And there's people that's like just doing Discord shit. I'm like, yeah, it's way too many like moving parts. But yeah, like back to the 14-year-old, like condolences to the family. Like you never want to like have to bury your child, but like damn, bro, like
nah, for real,
that shit is just the worst, bro. Like I can't imagine what she's going through right now.
It is in the home though. Like that's the random. I'm kind of like you where I'm lax with my son, right? He's 15, and it's like I'm not on him like that. I talk to him about stuff. I let him know here and there, but I'm not an overbearing parent with him. So it's just not funny, but like it's just wild coincidental that tonight the same situation kind of happened where it's like he came like, yo, can you activate my Apple Pay? Because like, yo, if you or grandma send me money, if I need money, or my friends want to send me money to get like a juice, it happened today or whatever, I couldn't use it. All right, cool. So he's like, oh, you got to up the age. So for me, I already had him set with the iPhone. I had the parental joint on there, period. So it just so happened that he came to me today with that. But also on top of that, which I know was his main thing, being a kid, you know how it is. So he's trying to set me up for the, oh yeah, can you take the iCloud thing off or whatever? Not like, so not the age restriction, but just take it off where he doesn't have to, because every time he wants to download an app on his phone, he has to get my request. It has to come through my phone. I got to put my password in to allow him to download it. Unless if I don't give him the password from my phone, like unless I put it in, like it'll just sit there as like pending. So he's basically asking me to take that off because he's like, it feels kind of restrictive, and I'm not doing nothing crazy. And I'm like, yeah, I know you're not. And yeah, I understand it feels restrictive, but yeah, it's supposed to. Like, I'm your parent. Like, I get it. And it's fine. I know you're not doing nothing crazy. So if you're not doing nothing crazy, you shouldn't have to worry about me basically vetting what you're doing or what you downloading and what the purpose is. Like, so it's just very interesting that, like, because I don't even have these conversations that often, but that happened tonight, and now we're talking about this. So yeah, it just, again, I trust my kid to do the right thing, but at the same time, yeah, still need to have some awareness of what you're doing. Like the emails come through. I saw something with the whole what's that with the Minecraft? That Minecraft stuff is crazy too, with what them kids be doing or what the older kids be doing on there. And I just randomly came across that because it comes through my emails, and I just randomly was deleting stuff and checked it one day, and it was like, that's a bunch of pictures. It's like, yo. So I see what's going on, whether he knows it or not. So it's like, in a way, you got to check up every so often. Like, if you got to go behind their back when they sleep, check the computer, see what kind of shit they got saved, whatever. You got to do it. Like, just know what your kids is doing. Like, I try to give them the benefit of the doubt, and for the most part, he's upheld his end on that end. Like, you know what I'm saying? Kids are gonna be kids, but he ain't doing no wild, crazy stuff or interacting with no wild, crazy people. And that's what I'm happy about. So yeah, it's a very disheartening scenario to hear. I can imagine that. But yeah, you as a parent, you gotta be up on them some type of way and know what your kids is doing. It's like you said, we haven't gone through this. We've been kids, but not with this. So we all learn it now, just like they learn it. So keep up with them, or you're gonna get left behind.
Word. All right, man. Next up, we have some dope news. We got the prequel to John Wick is it's on its way. It's gonna be animated. So we talked about this. We talked about this on the show a while back, where we wish we can get like the backstory of John Wick when he was like the Baba Yaga, right? When he was like at his prime, right? So we're gonna get that, but we're gonna get it in the animated form, which I think is gonna be dope. Depending on how the animation is done, I hope it's gonna be like somewhat like decent. Like hopefully they take their time with this project. So I don't know who's attached to it just yet. They're still working on it. I'm sure it's gonna be good. I'm sure. I found out recently that the ballerina was reshot. So like when we first heard about it, it was shot by a director. Forgot the director's name, and the studio hated it. Reshot the whole entire movie, like 80% of the movie. The director that they got to do the reshoots was the director for the last John Wick movies, which I don't understand why he wasn't there, like why he didn't do it originally, but he came back in.
Well, that's what I was about to say. Didn't we hear about that a while ago? Like we heard about that before the last John Wick movie came out, right? So that kind of makes sense. It feels like we heard about that a long time ago.
Wasn't
that like that was like during the Continental times? We heard about that was
the reshoots, but we didn't hear about like how extensive it was. Where the point where it was to the point where the directors' names are changed at this point, because like I think the DJ, what was that shit called? The Directors Guild of Association. Like in order for your name to be credited in the movie, you have to reshoot the movie more than 80%.
Yeah,
and that's how you can flip the directors from the verse. Which we always thought that was funny. What the whole Zack Snyder situation, that Josh Whedon reshot the movie 80%. It's like no, I don't need my just leave Zack on there. So that's dropping soon. Next up, oh shit, this is pretty dope, and I think we can post this because it was filmed on location, and so that it's out. It's not like that. It's like behind the scenes situations here. Let me see if I can. StreamYard is acting like a dick today, bro. Not feeling it. So we have some set photos of Spider-Man Noir, and the suit looks fucking fantastic, bro. Like it's supposed to be just a continuation. I don't know why it keeps doing that. Hold on. I don't know why it's like not showing the whole image. There we go. So Fresh Prince, I'm not sure if this is like a continuation to the Spider-Verse, like this is like in the same world, or is something new. I mean I'm assuming it is because it's fucking
I don't know.
Nicolas Cage.
Yeah, I'm assuming he's the same character from the Spider-Verse movies, but yeah, I don't know whether it takes place before or after that though.
Yeah. So it looks good. I mean, it just looks just like the cartoon, just live action. So, and who was producing this again? Because I know this is like is it Amazon, right?
Yeah.
I think Amazon is
Yep.
So that should be
Amazon cool. MGM, they getting it right now.
Next up here we have Blue Streak sequels in the works for Martin Lawrence to return, produce and star. I know this is super random, but I like Blue Streak. That was my shit. To be honest, bro.
Me too.
That was my shit, and I was like, but no one really asked for a fucking sequel. Like it was a standalone movie. At those point of time, like the kind of movies were just like, all right, cool, it's a one and done. Like movies like Bulletproof and like they didn't need
Black Knight.
Black Knight was my shit, bro. Black Knight was my shit. I mean, I think anything Martin Lawrence was my shit, bro. So looking forward to that. That'd be cool. Alien Romulus sequels on the way. When I heard about the sequel, I'm like, yo, I heard that the 2 actors are coming back. I'm like, cool, that's what's up. I like them both. So like, if Fede Alvarez is not coming back, I don't want to hear it. I don't want to see it. I don't care. So he is coming back as a director as well as writing the project, bro. Like, I don't know if you've seen Romulus yet, Fresh Prince or Red.
Hell yeah,
bro. I
that
tell you,
movie is crazy, bro. I love that movie. 5 out of 5 for me, bro.
The replayability of this movie is up there, bro. Like, it's like Aliens, and this movie, and
yep.
And I don't want to sit there and be like, this is recency bias. No, looking at it as a fan of, I like the Covenant. I like Prometheus.
Yeah, the connective tissue to Prometheus. Oh man, I love this movie so much.
I loved it all. So to get a movie that's like, all right, cool. You guys are complaining that this is not alien enough with the Prometheus movies. All right, cool. We're getting that. What's the complaint now? There was only one issue I had. And it was not even a story issue. It was more or less like
Be right back.
No problem. The CGI with Rook, using his face again, and it looked kind of weird. When he's talking.
It got me hyped, though. It got me hyped, and I'm fine.
Yeah. That was the only reason why I kind of overlooked that. Like, all right, that's not a problem. But the world building, the attention to detail from the other movies and showing respect is like, it's a fucking love letter to the franchise. Even Andy, I don't know the actor's name, but the actor who played Andy, bro, brilliant performance.
Yep.
Even when he switched and he kind of got that AI upgrade, and he's like, "Oh, I got a new director, bro." He was like, he's like, "You almost locked the door on him." He's like, "Well, I
calculated it perfectly."
I was like, "Oh my god, bro!" Everything is just like, you could tell Fede Alvarez was a fan, and he wanted to make sure that he was making something that makes sense, and it showed, like you said, had the connective tissue, and it felt right. And I'm like, yo, and the fact that this is like only like a couple of years after Aliens, I'm like, yo, this is like we in the Alien situation, and now that you're bringing
it's in between Alien and Alien.
Aliens, Alien and Aliens. But now that you're taking the same characters, and now they're going to that planet, what's gonna happen out there, bro? Like, yo,
there's people already there, right?
Yeah,
there's people already there, because they said they had a law where what his name is Andy? That was his name?
Andy, yeah. No Wayland products. But imagine, right? Imagine you go there.
I'm with it.
Imagine you go there and you got fucking Fassbender there.
Oh nah, bro.
Imagine,
chill. It's too early for that, bro. Chill.
Yo, this shit, and this
too hype right now.
He had not this, and mind you, this is like, even watching this movie now, I'm still hyped to watch it again. Yeah, like, I want to see it again. I want to see the shit again, because it was so, like, even Shorty, Rain, she's just dope, bro. Like, she was dope in Civil War. Like, she just on her game, bro. And she looked, and that's, again, this is a situation where people are like, oh, female representation is not really out there, like men, toxic males don't like female. Bro, this is a perfect example of strong female characters that didn't feel like it was it was forced. She did her thing. She looked badass, and she didn't sell it.
That's how you pay homage to Sigourney Weaver without making her a clone of that character.
Exactly. Even though there were certain shots that looked like Ripley, right? But that was intentional.
I'm fine. Exactly.
That's intentional. even like fucking Isabella Warner, Isabella Merced. Yeah, I'll call her Mona. That was her first name before she changed it. But Merced, yeah. When the first chest buster came out and she did that fucking scream, I was like, oh my god, that was the perfect fucking scream. I'm like, damn, and it really like encapsulated the whole, like, we never seen a xenomorph kind of come out of the cocoon. Like it was, you saw like it was just building. I'm like, oh my god, that's fucking frightening, bro. I was like, you see the fucking feet coming out and stretching out. I'm like, oh, what the fuck?
But you know what? I ain't gonna lie. I looked at that. I was like, yo, somebody got real pervy with this design.
It looks like,
but I'm not mad at it.
It looks like a Volvo, bro. It looks like a Volvo.
But it is what it is. Like we giving birth out here. It is what it is.
Word.
Like, I get it, and it fits. So
yeah.
But
even
yeah,
I know Red. I know Red was talking about the whole, like, you know, the face hugger situation with like shit's mad crazy. But I remember I spoke about this last episode. I'm like, there's a part where they don't even show you in the trailer, and they show Shorty that, you know, when they pulling that shit out, that shit is like 12 inches, bro.
Yeah,
like,
yeah, the Asian chick.
The Asian chick.
The Asian chick.
Nah,
Yeah.
That was a violation, bro. The one we saw in the trailer was when they were
she got it the worst.
Yeah, she got it the fucking worst, bro. Like
she got it the worst.
Yeah, but yeah, this movie was
was great. I told y'all to be violating with that.
Yo, telling you, bro, most movie, yo, 5 out of 5, bro. It makes you want to go through. It makes you want to go through the movie again. The whole
I'm about to, bro. That's what I forgot to say. I watched earlier. That's the movie I forgot, and I don't know how. It's because I watched it Saturday. That's why. But nah, that movie, it's perfect build up, tension, and it's everything makes sense, bro. Like it's not no forced plot. Like it's like, yo, we got to do this because of these reasons, and each step is just something gets fucked up. We got to do something else. Something gets fucked up. We got to do something else. It's like just perfect tension until you get the xenomorph and all of that. And it's just, that movie is, I don't want to call it perfect, but like, because recency bias, but I'm gonna watch it again. But that movie,
bro, I think
perfect amalgamation for everything, bro.
I'll say it, bro. This movie is fucking perfect for me, bro. It was perfect.
I feel like it is, bro. I feel like it was. I had no
from the cinematography, the performances, like storytelling, line delivery, bro. Everybody had they felt like there was no weak characters. There was no characters like, oh man, this character's annoying. Please, like stop showing this guy. Everyone had a fucking part, and it made perfect sense. And it felt like nothing was kind of like a throwaway. And at the same time, like you still respecting, you know, the world of aliens. It was good, bro. 5 out of 5, bro. I know this is like we didn't plan on doing a review right now, but you got one.
It's all good. We could do spoilers next time because I try to keep it real short. But
bro. He the director did announce he's coming out, and it's funny. He's coming out with a VHS version of Romulus.
No doubt.
And the artwork looks like the old school. I'm like, I think I need, you know, I don't have a VCR and I'm not looking, but that's like a collector's item. I'll get that
I got one.
I'll get one. I get one to collect it, and I'll get like the actors to sign it. If anything, if they're gonna be there for Comic, if they come to Comic-Con, I'll make sure I bring that with me. Well, next up, when we get The Mandalorian and Grogu has wrapped filming, which is crazy because it's like this movie wrapped without Pedro Pascal. This movie, he has the easiest job with this shit. Like he is strictly a voice actor at this point in time. Like all the action stuff is done. You know, the stand-in was able to, you know, do the line delivery, you know, the references and all that kind of shit. So Disney has a good, you know, they had a good situation where they don't need the you know, the big actor to be on set, right? Unless he's taking up his helmet, which may be a thing, and maybe they just needed him for a day to do that. He doesn't need to be there the whole entire, you know, 3 months. But yeah, they finished it, and you know, they said that this movie's got moving along. I'm like, all right, cool, that's what's up. They have no issues, and there's no there's no plans on reshoots. Which, if that's the case, that means they had the perfect script and they had a storyboard at this point in time, so they knew exactly what they were shooting.
Yeah, that's crazy. That went relatively under the radar.
Yo,
that's wild.
We mind you, and I think
I didn't hear nothing about that, bro.
Remember D20? Remember D23 or some shit like that? They said they had footage. I'm like, footage? When y'all started shooting this shit? And they had like whole CGI. Did you see that shit, Fresh Prince?
I don't remember it.
There was a sizzle reel of like Grogu and the Mandalorian inside of a AT-AT.
The title card. Oh,
yeah.
Oh no.
No, the AT-AT. They're inside shit and they sliding down a fucking mountain. I'm like, this shit looks like they deep into production because this CGI looks fucking good. I was like, holy shit!
Wow.
Yeah, I mean,
Okay.
that was the,
let's go.
So they moving along. So that's what's. I mean, we have Blade in the docket, but we complain about things not being done and dealing with like delays and shit. If you think about like Star Wars, I can imagine if you're a Star Wars fan, because there's like 1,000 Blades in this fucking slate, right? Where you have shit that's announced and it gets canceled. Writers leaving, writers going. So pretty much like to segue, the Rey movie lost another writer. And so they're back at square one. I'm like, damn, bro. Like they Star Wars cannot catch a break with these fucking movies. It's like the last one you had was what? Like the last movie that came out was in 2019, 2018. Like that's crazy.
It's she who shall not be named, right? We said we couldn't talk about her on here. We might get canceled.
Kathleen Kennedy, bro. Like she's like the Voldemort of the situation, bro. Like it's crazy.
New management, bro. That's what it's gonna take, bro. Somebody who has a vision for this and who's not out here just trying to do the it's like an old school mentality. Like she was popping back in the day. But we're not making movies like that no more.
100%. Like we gonna give her credit, her flowers, because like you said, like in the 80s, Kathleen Kennedy, she was out there at a lot of our movies that we love. She was a part of it, and you may not know. She was a part of a lot of these big movies. So yeah, but as of right now, it's like, what have you done for me lately? And
exactly,
this is definitely not a good look, man. So a lot of people don't like the whole Rey situation. I didn't mind Rey. I think Rey she was a I didn't have any issues with her. But the way
Daisy Ridley is a gem.
Yeah, Daisy Ridley did her thing. She did what she could, from what they gave her. But yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know what Lucasfilms is doing right now. So I think the only thing they got going for themselves is the Grogu Mandalorian Grogu movie that's coming out, I believe, in 2025. I don't know, bro. Like the way this is, if you wrap filming, I'm assuming 2026, maybe December or some shit. But other than that, you got the Skeleton Crew coming out. This year? I think it's this year.
Yeah.
But that's that's more geared towards kids and shit. So I don't know. So I don't know what's going on with that. Next up, man, we got Natasha Lyonne. She has wrapped up filming her scenes for Fantastic Four, and people was asking her that it was she was in an interview, I believe, with Jimmy Fallon or Jimmy Kimmel's, one of the Jimmys. And they asked about the Fantastic Four, and she goes, "Yeah, I finished already." She's like, "Finished? We're not saying the movie's finished, but Marvel did say that this movie's coming along perfectly. There's no hitches. It's moving along, and it's ahead of schedule at this point in time. But her character has finished her scenes.
If she's doing Herbie though, right? So she's
not doing Herbie. They're saying that she's not Herbie, that she's playing Ben Grimm's wife.
Oh, Alicia?
Yeah.
Is it Alicia? Am I tripping?
I don't know. I forgot. She's playing Ben Grimm's wife. Well, it hasn't been confirmed, but what people are saying that she is playing the the wife. Mainly because of the whole like Jewish background. And what else? So there was a Herbie. I think they shooting around that Aquafina is gonna be Herbie, and people are mad about that.
What?
Yeah. I'm like, Aquafina? I'm like, nah. I'm like, she's not in the cast list. There was another actor.
Word. Yeah.
There was another actor that was talking about. I'm like, no, it's not Aquafina, bro. It's like, who was the other actor we was talking about that should be Herbie? It was like a male actor.
My man Stingray.
Yes, Hauser.
Paul Walter Hauser.
Yeah.
Hauser.
I'm like, that's that. I mean, I can see that, but I don't fucking know.
Yeah,
So,
I wasn't tripping. It is Alicia. It is Alicia Masters. I was about to say the whole name before too, but I didn't want to be wrong. But yeah, that is. So yeah, I can see that though.
But also like
she looks like her.
But to agree with what you said earlier, like having her as Herbie because she has that very distinct voice will be even funnier, right? If she played a Herbie character because her voice is very like distinct. So I mean, whatever it is, man, her scenes are done. So unless it's not much, maybe she doesn't.
Yeah, I mean,
if
she's Alicia Masters, it probably ain't much either. Like,
yeah, it's like a glorified cameo at this point. So, Spider-Man 4 will start filming summer 2025. So, Tom Holland went on Jimmy Fallon, and Jimmy asked him. He was like, "Hey, listen, can we talk about this?" He's like, "Talk about what?" Because he was there promoting his new beer, his new non-alcoholic beer, which is crazy because he said that he is sober, and I'm like, oh shit, I didn't know he had a problem. But listening to old interviews when he was ever like talking, he was like, oh man, I can't wait to go back home to have a pint. Right? He always talked about getting a pint. But I was just thought like like any other man, you just go and you want to get a brewski. But I guess for him, he had a problem, and he rectified it, and I guess that's where he had the whole break. Like he was like, I'm after Spider-Man No Way Home, I'm taking a break. And I think that's what he used, that kind of like that mental break to kind of get himself right. And at the same time, he was able to like connect with certain people to make this new non-alcoholic beer. And it looks the way they poured it on the show, I'm like, that shit looks like beer. And I've seen non-alcoholic beer. Right, we have them here. They call like O'Doodles or some shit like that, some wild crazy shit, and that shit tastes like shit. I've had it, and I remember drinking it as I would say like 15 years old, and not knowing that it was not like beer. So like I was drinking that shit, and it was like a placebo effect. I'm like, oh shit, I'm mad tipsy, bro. Boys like, that shit ain't beer. That shit is not alcoholic. I was like, oh shit, word. so he went on Jimmy Fallon and talked about his beer. Then he talked about Spider-Man. He's like, Spider-Man is happening. He's like, it's happening. He said the script is moving along and he's ready to start filming in summer 2025. I said, that's what's up, man. So like these movies are moving along. And he said that he had another interview. It was a podcast, and he talked about it. He talked about how the movie is sort of different from what they've ever done. So I'm like, damn, like what's that? You had No Way Home. That was like a multiverse story. Like what's different? So let's see, man. I really have no idea. There's no, there's inklings of what it could be. But I don't think no one has any kind of like definite, story, like any scoops on this new shit.
Yeah. I'm not listening to anything yet.
Yeah, I mean, watching Venom 3 is like, yeah, you could connect it, but no, it's not gonna happen, bro. Like, there's no way. You guys kind of like shot yourself in the foot with that concept of no. Yeah, that's coming Coming soon, man. That movie's dropping, I believe, in 2026, and it's right in between Doomsday and Secret Wars.
And
so that's gonna be cool.
Yeah, so that's kind of crazy.
Yeah, so we're gonna get Doomsday and Spider-Man the same year. And supposedly, Blade. So that's next on the docket. So they said, so the internet went crazy, blah blah blah. People acting like this is the first time we've heard about a delay. Like the way they was reporting it, like this is the first delay. I'm like, yo, bro, like this movie has been delayed since they announced it 2019 or some shit like that.
Since the beginning of time.
And it got delayed because it was a 2019 announcement, but they said the movie's gonna start filming in like in 2021. It was about to come out in 2023 or some shit like that. And they got pushed back. And what's crazy is that Mahershala Ali was actually cast as Detective Gordon in the Batman. And he decided not to take the role because he was filming Blade. So I can imagine him like missing an opportunity, like being in the Batman, right? For a movie that didn't get made. Like he was like, "Oh shit!"
You think Marvel set him up?
Yo, Marvel lined them up, bro. But people online right now saying, "Oh, it's canceled." He's out. They started like fan casting him to playing Martian Manhunter. I'm like, bro, like it's not canceled. Like it's delayed. The reason why they took it out of the 2025 slate is because they can't film it and have it come out in 2025. They have to remove it. I think, and I believe there was a quote, and I'm not sure if it's like a credible source, but they said that Mahershala Ali had a conversation with Marvel, and they said that he's very happy where the direction of Blade is going. That he's ready to get it going when the shit is ready. And I'm like, you know what? That's reasonable, right? Because if the movie was like rushed and the movie was fucking ass, you'd be mad as fuck. Like, why didn't they take their time? So now that when something takes its time, it's like, oh man, it's taking too much time. He's getting old. He's older than Wesley Snipes when he started.
Right.
I'm like, yo, bro, people are just stretching everything, bro. Like, it's gonna happen.
And also, what people don't look at things from a holistic or even a business point of view either. Like, now we waited all this time, right? Let's say they rush it and they bring it out 2025. That's gonna be the third vampire movie that we end up seeing. We got the one that they just announced with Christopher Nolan that Tom Holland's actually going to be in, right?
That's going to be fire, by the way.
Which is going to be fire. Exactly. Going to be fire, right? And then you got Ryan Coogler's vampire movie that we got coming out that we know is going to be fire. So you want that to be compared to those, or have to go up in competition possibly in dates with one of those? You don't want to do that. Like, so that's a smart business move regardless. Like, let's get out of the way.
Yeah. And to piggyback what you said about the Tom Holland situation, I know we didn't have that on the docket. And I saw that news break yesterday. I'm like, that's dope for Tom Holland to get a role that's non-Spider-Man and is with a director that's gonna fucking cook. Right? Like you talking about vampires and you talking about Christopher Nolan and vampires? That's like
and most likely Hans Zimmer.
Hans Zimmer, bro. Like Prestige in the world of Prestige. Like that time frame, yo, bro. Like it's gonna fucking cook, and he's gonna get nominated. He's gonna get recognition. We already know that Christopher Nolan's work is like what you call cinema. So that's gonna be a fucking event, and I'm glad that he got that role. But yeah, man, you don't want to be up against the Ryan Coogler shit, because Ryan Coogler shit looks fucking, bro. Like I want to see that movie today.
Smack, bro. Exactly.
I want to see that movie today.
I wanted to see it yesterday.
Like this shit. Like,
Oh
yo, if
man.
Ryan Coogler, if you out there and you watch our little small podcast that's moving up in the ranks right now, because I think when we started the show, we was at 805 subscribers. Now we at 831.
Oh, appreciate y'all. Thank y'all.
831 right now. So yeah, like if you out there and you need like you know some constructive criticism, or you're doing a screening, you want to do like a what do you call those things? Like it's a screening, right? It's like a
Yes,
audience screening.
screener.
Screening, like yo, let us hook
Or
us
test
up.
screening.
Hook us up.
I'll give you my opinion.
I'll be there with a notepad and I'll write my shit down. And I'll give you like my overall shit. I'll try not to scream. I know that, mind you, like I've been to a screener before with like it's so weird, right? I've been to screeners where it was like, all right, we're doing a screener and whoever has tickets can come and it's like watching a regular movie with people like in the theater, right? And people reacting. But I also been in a screener with critics. And if you're the type of person that's not a critic and you're in that world with them, you're not hearing a
It's so
peep from
dry.
anybody.
Yep.
All you
so
hear is
dry.
fucking people writing notes. So if you're there like yelling, like, oh shit, like you gonna be pissed at. They're gonna be pissed. And I learned that shit the hard way, bro. But yeah, man. Yeah, Blade. It's gonna happen, bro. It's gonna if Mahershala Ali mind you, he's a man of like, based on what I see and how he presents himself and how he carries himself. If he felt like the project was not moving anywhere and he's just not interested, he'll leave.
Yeah.
But I think that he sees something. He sees he sees a light in this story, and he's like, I want to see it in fruition. And now that now that Daredevil and that whole joke with there only could be one Blade, now he probably has this driving force to get it done.
Got this mojo back.
now you put the battery in his back, like, oh word, there only could be one Blade. All right, we're gonna make this shit the best.
We're gonna see.
And it's gonna and we'll see. We will be the judges of that, bro. We'll be the judge of that. If it is good. Next up, man. So we've now finally found out about John Turturro and why he didn't reprise his role as Carmine Falcone. And to be honest, bro, it's probably the most lamest thing ever. So he said, I didn't want to do the role in the show because there was a lot of violence towards women. And that's not my thing. Bro, you try to choke out Selena Kyle. And the crazy thing about the Penguin is that Carmine Falcone does everything off camera. He doesn't do anything on camera. So it's not like he's abusing any females. Like this is just what's been done already off camera. So what are you talking about? Like you're playing Carmine Falcone. Like I really don't really get what but you know what? To be honest, bro, cool. Another man's trash. It's another man's fucking, what do you call that shit? Treasure? What do you call that shit?
Treasure.
No,
Yeah.
But like,
you got it right.
Mark Strong did his thing.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm glad that someone stepped in and finished the job. But yeah, hearing that shit, I'm like,
yeah,
that's kind of lame, bro. How'd you feel about that?
I'm definitely glad we got a great replacement. I'm definitely happy for that. But like you said, in the show, you know, I mean, this could be us, like, with hindsight being 2020, looking back and being like, yeah, from what we've seen in the show, like, he didn't do anything. And then, you know, but maybe from his standpoint, him knowing what the character was and getting into it in the movie, you know what I'm saying? Maybe that's something that he didn't want to continue to carry on, you know what I'm saying? Or didn't want to have to deal with, especially for a series, which is longer than doing a movie, you feel me? So, and if that, as an objective point of view, I could see if that's his point of view, or maybe he was like, yeah, this was a one-off and I never really signed up to do any movies or any TV shows or anything like that, then I could see where he's coming from, and maybe being like, yeah, that's my reasoning why I don't want to continue to play that character. But if it's based off of him seeing a script and all of that, no, I don't know. But I can't judge a dude. Like, that's your reasons. I get it. But yeah, from us on the outside looking in, yeah, that seems kind of weak. That's already what the character was. You choked her out in the movie. Like, you tried to do it to your daughter, like, literally. So like, but yeah, again, maybe he just didn't want to continue to play that character and have to.
Yeah, and it's also like
as an
and there's
actor.
also like the stigma of like actors wanting to do TV, and
Right.
like that's not the they
Oh,
want to
oh,
stay in that world of just I just want to make movies. I don't want to deal with TV stuff. And plus, in mind, this happened
Yeah, could be.
this happened within the writer's strike, and it was probably like things that he didn't get that he wanted to when it came down to when it came down to like shows and shit. Maybe it was not like set up the way he wanted to set up, or maybe this is just an excuse. Maybe there's an ulterior situation that he's not really like disclosing, because it's like
right.
If anything, like your character, your version of the character was much physically violent on screen than Mark Strong's character. Mark Strong was just like like I said, it was just like stories that was told. Like you don't really see anybody like really going through, unless you're talking about Shorty and her dealing with like being sent to Arkham and all that kind of shit. But that had nothing to do with him. So
right.
Yeah, man. Anyways, I thought
that's the only way I could look at it. That is
Yeah.
lame if that's an excuse overall, because you should have never took the character in the first place. If that's just a moral standpoint, period, for you, like for characters, period,
Right.
you don't want to do that. Yeah, so maybe it's that's the only way I could rationalize it. Maybe he just
but I
didn't
can
want
see
to
that too,
continue
though.
to play that. You know what I mean?
But I
'Cause
can see that too. Like
some of
you're
them
saying.
got to get into that headspace. You know what I'm saying? To play dark characters like that. So maybe he didn't want to, again, have to live in that space for an extended period of time after doing it already.
Unless, to add to that, maybe the script that he had got was different from when it was shot. And
right.
And
right.
when he would receive was a lot more violent. And now that he's looking at this shit in hindsight,
Right.
like, oh, this is not too bad. But I already made my choice. I already made my choice, and it is what it is. Because I really, even though it's kind of like vanity at this point, right? But I like when characters stay the same throughout movies, shows, the continuity, like the same character. When you swap characters, I hate that, because I couldn't always see it. But now that watching this show and seeing how good it is, I'm like, yeah, I don't see it anymore. It's like, to me, Carmine
And he's
Falcone
only in it
is
for a
Mark Strong.
flashback anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah, he
So
was,
like,
he
yeah,
was
he's
only
not
in
like
a flashback anyway.
Yeah, we don't have to worry about him, Batman 2. He's gone. He's all flashback. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
So yeah. Do we have anything else before we get into our regular show reviews? Anything else pop up that I didn't speak on?
Well, I don't know if you wanted to talk about it, but you heard about J.K. Rowling's situation with the fans talking about boycotting the show because she's involved with the new Max show they're about to come out.
I heard about people boycotting her in general, and they said if she's involved, that they don't want to. They were not going to support the film, support whatever they're making after.
The series. Well, yeah. Recently, they said they're not. They're trying to start boycotting it now because they found out that she's involved with the series.
Again, yo, this is a nothing sandwich, bro. And it's like, you can't. She's not gonna fucking like redact what she made, right? It's her fucking property, bro. It's her IP.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like, you can't be like, well, she's involved. I mean, if she's not involved, then they're not gonna make shit. Like, you just want people to just give up what their ownership, because is what based on what their preference. You know what I mean? And it's just stupid. Like, it's everything has become like politicized, right? And it's like,
yep.
And it's like it with the left and the right. It's like the same shit. Like, you know, you have someone that believes that a female is a born female, is a, you know, that has, you know, vagina or whatever, like, and that, but there's another side to that coin where they say, you know, anybody could be a female, and that's her ideology. That's her what she thinks. But that group of people are like, nah, if she thinks that way, then she's the problem and she needs to be removed. And that's like that falls under like being communist, bro. Like, it's just stupid. And
yeah, you're attacking people for their beliefs.
Yeah,
which
you're
is exactly
attacking.
what you don't want people to do to you.
Exactly. And it's like, yo, and then she was not like being like disrespectful like that. Just like she said some shit and it was like some regular shit. I'm like, all right, cool. Like, this has nothing to do with the show itself. You know what I mean? Like the show, the movie, like it doesn't matter. Like, it's just like what she believes outside of what the Harry Potter shit is. If she was saying that shit in the stories, then I get it. That means she's trying to push her own beliefs into into these books, and she wants you to believe what she believes in you know, internalize this shit. But she's not doing that. I don't know. It's weird, bro.
But these are fans though, so it's like you still love the property though. So how are you gonna sit here and try to go at the creator? Like, if you feel that strongly, then just don't mess with the entire franchise.
Yeah,
like with any of it. Period.
If you don't want to be in, if you don't want to deal with this shit, then don't watch the show. Go revisit the movies that you love. The movies are still available. You can still love them. You can still watch it. Those movies still hold up. That's it. But now, like with the show coming out, and they want to get more into depth with these characters, and every season being a year to them being in Hogwarts. Like, I'm down for that shit, bro. But again, I'm not a part of that community to speak on how they feel. But I don't know. It's a weird word. The moment that kind of like stigma comes into these properties, it's gonna end up becoming a thing. As far as like once it starts shooting and once we start getting trailers, we're gonna start getting people bashing it, and it's just gonna be like a cancer. And a lot of these shows will fail because you have these toxic fans, and they're gonna kill the project before the project can even fucking breathe. Because this is not like a 1 season thing. This is gonna be like a 10-year journey. So they need like legs. They need support from everyone, every fan.
What did she not have anything to do with the movies? I'm ignorant.
She had everything to do with the movies, bro.
Franchise, like, okay, so
the only thing she didn't have like a creative input was The Cursed Child, but that was a Broadway film, Broadway show.
Okay. So this is what boggles me that I can't get my head wrapped around. So people just want their cake and eat it too then. So like you want to boycott her because she has some, or you want to boycott the series because she has something to do with the series, but she has something to do with the movie. So why are you not just cutting off the entire franchise? How are you still trying to get a piece of what she created, or trying to get that to continue on without like having her a part of that? Like, I don't get it.
What it is that the moment the actors spoke out against her, that's when it became a big issue. Because they're like, oh, so like, you know, Daniel Radcliffe and Emma Watson and Rupert, I forgot his name, came out and said, hey, listen, you know, we don't support her. We don't support what she says. And that's when it was like, all right, you gave that audience that ammunition to be like, all right, cool. So now I'm standing behind you. Right? Because what was fucked up is that, you know, you had that special that came out like 2 Christmases ago, and it was like the 20th anniversary or some shit like that. It was some crazy shit, and it was like a Harry Potter thing, whatever. and they just, you know, they brought back all the characters and people that was involved in the movie. I'm like, but where the fuck is J.K. Rowling? Because the actors said they didn't want her involved.
Wow.
So I'm like, damn, bro.
So she must have been talking. She must have been talking crazy then, right? Or is it just like I'm trying to save my popularity as an actor, and I'm not siding with
you know
the
how
road
it is,
she's
bro.
going down.
You know how it is with these actors where they're afraid of their own audience. Where if they say something that's not kosher, they're like, "Oh fuck, yo," and then your audience will just turn on you. That's what it is. Like, listen, I don't know everything she says. If she may have said some hurtful shit, I don't know. But I know that some of the things I did see was
I don't know either.
It was like, you know, pretty much like, you know, a woman is woman. A woman is somebody that has like X, Y. It's like she was saying like scientific shit, right? And I'm like, all right, cool. I mean, she's not saying anything that's wrong. You know what I mean? I don't know, man. It's weird because like the way that the LGBTQ and that community, how they kind of what do you say? I don't want to say anything that's like offensive, but like with the different sex and different sex genders and identities, there's so much. It's for them is very broad. So like, I don't know what part of the community that what she said hurt, where it's like everyone kind of gathered around and just, you know, kind of like gave it a kind of hate. I don't know. Again, I'm not a part of that community, so I really don't know anything. And also I don't really know exactly what she said. But yeah, I think that people just don't want to fuck with her. Cause that's like the thing. That's what's popular. And that's gonna be the negative discourse from the moment they start shooting to the moment the trailer's released and when the show's released. And it's just never gonna fucking make it's not even gonna make year 2, bro. If it continues that way. Look what they did with look what the fans did when they found that Johnny Depp was like quote unquote you know domestic abuse,
an abusive husband. Yeah,
exactly. And they fucking tore that fucking Fantastic Beast upside down. And look at that franchise now. They stopped.
But wasn't that a part of her stuff too?
The Fantastic Beast? Yeah, that's her shit.
So this is
everything that's within the Weasley world of Harry Potter is all her. She just
that's what I thought.
She just sold the rights, the film rights and the TV rights to Warner Brothers. But like the parks, all that shit, like she has to approve all that shit.
Okay, so right, she has to approve it. Okay, cool. So she still has.
That's what I think. That's what I remember. Okay. But I could be wrong. But still, like it's still her shit.
Yeah. So this is what I'm saying, people. Like, just stop giving them your money. That's it. Like this whole like. I don't get this like trying to rally up like the things that are going on in this world, bro. I'm not trying to preach, but the things that go on in this world that y'all just let slide every day, and y'all really taking y'all time out to rally behind somebody that is in charge of a movie IP or a show that y'all watching, and this is what y'all rallying behind. Like, just stop watching it. Stop giving her your money. Like, just. Can we change the channel? Can we go back to changing the channel? Like this is this mentality is I don't get it. I don't get it.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I'm saying this culture of canceling is gonna just ruin Hollywood, bro. It's gonna just ruin it. I think Zoe Saldana, she was talking about there was a quote that came up. I forgot think it was a Hollywood Reporter or some shit like that, where she said the next person who should play the Gamora should be a brown person. I'm like, why do you have to put that in there? Like, bro, she's green. Like, what's the point of adding that kind of like that fire? You know what I mean? You throwing gas in the fire pit.
And to be real with you, we reboot everything. We don't even need another Gamora. We good. You did your thing. We don't need another one.
Exactly.
It's a miracle that character or all of those characters landed in the first place. So
yeah, and that was a big swing. That was a big swing, bro. Yeah. I don't know,
I'm not
man.
trying to single her out. It's that whole group was a big nobody asked for that, but James Gunn did his thing. And that's what you got to do. If you're going to come with stuff that nobody asked for, you got to bring it, bro. So, yeah, we don't need another one. And we don't need to be putting that in there either. Not for those characters. We got a lot more better conversations to have with different characters about that.
Yeah. Yeah, man. So yeah, let's get into the reviews, man. Because I know that we almost at 3 hours, so we should be good.
Oh wow. Go display.
So yeah, let's talk about Agatha, man. Let's talk about how, I don't know if you guys feel the same feel the same way as me. I felt like this episode here was like probably one of the best of the season. Okay, so I'm not the only
one. Not one of the best.
The best
season.
It was well
Sorry.
shot. It was well shot, well executed. It kept me on my toes, and like the way it's like I don't really care about Agatha at this point point in time, bro. Like she was not even she was not the main character in the situation. It was her. And I'm like, this is amazing, bro. And like the way they did even the shot, like looking at the CGI in this bitch, even though it's not crazy CGI, but just like overall, just like the way things look, I'm like, this looks better than a lot of movies that came out. Like
you got to use it in the right places. They said the swords are practical too, so it's like, yeah, they them things was real. So yeah, they used the CGI in the right places.
Yeah, I think yeah, this episode was dope, and the fact that this was like done now, episode 7, and we still got 2 left.
Yeah.
Which you never see a Disney Plus show kind of like peak at this episode. It normally kind of like fizzled down, or at this point in time, it gives you like backstory or fillers. Then it just goes down. Like this is going up, which is I think is. You can't fuck this up, bro. Like I'm really rooting for these for this show to kind of like stick the landing. I really hope so. And with the big reveal, we kind of knew this already, but with the whole death situation, it was like the worst kept secret. Because even if you didn't see the pop Funkos, everything else was just alluding to her being deaf. Like even when they did the Ouija board and it read death, and she looked up, started laughing, like, all right, cool, she's fucking deaf. Even though death, doesn't make sense in this situation because for one, you don't have Thanos around, right? Thanos is not like, he's not courting death. And her real love, right? Fucking Wade Wilson, Deadpool, that situation is not in it. So it's like, why? Right? It is almost like you, I think you said this shit like a couple episodes ago, that it's like Ironheart and fucking Mephisto. Like those two don't mix. Like what the fuck is it seems like you guys should have switched villains, right? Like you would give us the Mephisto. It makes more sense that Mephisto had a hand in placing Tommy's consciousness to
the whole thing
to Billy. I mean to William. Billy to William. That makes
the
more sense.
Whole thing going back to WandaVision and her getting the kids in the first place. You could have took it back to all the way back then.
Exactly, like that whole hex. That's all Mephisto's doing. Like no, that we don't get that. And I think that with the whole Kang situation, really fucked it up a lot because I think that's what was gonna. I think the whole Rio being as death I think that was supposed to be Kang's, Immortus's time to kind of like reveal himself as the person of the Darkhold, and he was the one that placed Billy's consciousness to William. If he wasn't using Mephisto. I think that Sacha Baron Cohen is gonna play Mephisto. I think that he is, because at this point in time, if you notice, he's showing up to a lot of interviews. He did Jimmy Fallon yesterday, so they kind of reinserting him in. They're kind of reinserting him into the mainstream, to the junkets now, so people can see his face more. Because the last time we heard about him, there was a whole like allegation with him and his wife and the divorce and all that kind of shit. So now they kind of like, reacclimating him so we could see him in a lot more projects now with the whole Disney shit. Is like, oh my god, like it's not like you haven't seen him in a while. Like he's been in the mix for a minute before the announcement from Mephisto. It's this episode was dope, bro. I had a good time, and I'm like, damn, we still got 2 episodes left. Can't wait. This was like a 5 for me. 5 out of 5. Do I have any issues with it? I don't think there was any issues. I think that I'm still confused with the whole like the Billy and William situation. I have questions about like what happened to Tommy, like where did his consciousness go? And I have a theory that imagine his consciousness went into that fucking bunny, like the whole Senor Scratchy shit.
I think I heard somebody say that. Yeah.
Oh, someone said that shit?
I think I heard that somewhere.
Yeah, somebody people talking about that means it might be like a thing. Because if you look at a bunny and how fast they are, kind of makes sense to have that kind of like situations. Like, how can I get you out of this situation? How can I get you out? Because I think we reported this a while ago. Nobody's talking about it. We talked about how they hired a team to be in the Vision series a while ago, and then they cast the kid from Euphoria. So I'm like, yeah, that's gonna be that's the kid that's playing Tommy.
Yep.
And I guess we're gonna see that sooner more rather than later. That's gonna be, when he gets down to the Witch's Road.
At the end.
I think the end we're gonna see him, and it's gonna be that kid. I don't know. I still think that he's still confused because he's wondering whether or not he's still Billy or William. And I'm like, yo, bro, if William died and you took over his body, like there should be no question that you are Billy. I don't know.
Yeah, but he's also still like a 10-year-old kid though.
Yeah.
So, his rationale, there yet. You know what I'm saying? Regardless of his powers, because he could just really read minds, and he's just now getting the magic shit. So he's still like legit a 10-year-old kid. So
that's crazy.
I'm trying to suspend my disbelief for that. You know what I'm saying? So I'm trying to look at it that way.
I think with the way they kind of setting up this story, they're gonna give us they're gonna explain a little bit more in detail. I don't think they're gonna leave that kind of like unsolved. I think we're gonna get what we need and be fulfilled at the end. I'm hoping, mind you, I'm the one that be like, nah, this shit is gonna be trash. It's gonna fall flat on his face. I'm being different. I'm turning over a new leaf, bro. I'm being optimistic here, bro. For Disney Plus
That's
project,
crazy.
bro.
Agatha did it for you. This was
Agatha did it because I had a great time with Agatha, bro. Because I guess when you go into a show with like low expectations and not really like expecting a lot, but plus I think I've said this before, like when you add like witches and Salem, kind of that's my bag, right? The Hocus Pocus and all that other shit, like I love that genre of movies. So this is how you got me in. Then you added a little bit of Marvel stuff to it. I'm like, so the perfect concoction of shit that I like. Superheroes and witches and warlocks.
Right. I feel you.
But what was your thoughts on this episode, man?
I'm almost the opposite of you in that aspect. I haven't really been into none of the witches and stuff like that. Like again, I've seen some of the Harry Potter movies, but like again, I'm not like real big into the lore like we are with some of the other stuff. Like, I know like a fundamental amount, but like again, like coming into this because it's like, yeah, I didn't ask for this, so Catherine Hahn is great. It's like, oh, I love her in the first series, so I'm like, all right, I'll give it a chance. But again, I was like, I can't keep up with these trials, bro. Like they give me another trial, I'm gonna lose it. Like so, they split that up with Billy. I was like, okay, that was a cool episode. They did that. Now, they snuck in another trial, but they did it another way because they had the Salem 7 chasing them. All right, cool. They broke that up. They kept me involved. Like, it's like getting to this one, though. It's like he was the character, like, besides, what is it, Miss Hart? Besides Miss Hart, like, she was my second favorite character from the beginning. So, like, this being her episode, that's why for me, I thought I was alone, right? I thought it was like, okay, this is a character I like. Like, this actress is super talented and a vet, and it's like, yeah, she's been killing it since the beginning. So I thought it was my bias being that this was her episode, but nah, like she killed it. They killed it with the pacing and how they switched it up. You said a lot about the aesthetics. I like that. Going back to death, it's like, yeah, that was, like you said, the worst kept secret, but that was my first thought. It's like, yo, I knew this shit was coming, but that reveal was crazy. That was sick, though. I like the way
that was a sick reveal, bro. I agree, 100%. It looked creepy as fuck, bro.
Yeah, it looked wild, crazy. So I was like, okay, they are finding ways to keep me involved in all of this stuff, like you said. And so, not being big into the witches and stuff, like the little lore and stuff that I know they connected back to, like, the stuff that we know already. They talk about the brooms and stuff like that. Like, they've kept me involved in little ways with the nuances and just the actresses, period. So it's been a great show. This episode, definitely, think I've given everything like 4s, and this one, 5 out of 5. Like, definitely the best episode of the season. I hope it doesn't go downhill from here. But yeah, this one was highly entertaining from beginning to even the song at the end with the time in the bottle. It's like, and the little girl talking about sitting down and like, okay, let's begin. I'm like, oh no, that's crazy. That hit me in a way. It was so sad, but it's like, yo, we starting from the beginning. Like, so it's like, oh, that was dope. That was dope.
Yeah.
The way they circled.
She's reliving the whole situation. She said it before, like she's like time is just a construct. It's like,
right.
Like, it all makes sense now for her.
And how everything was revealed to her and how she played it. Like, nah, she got me emotional, man. That lady had me emotional watching that scene, man.
Remember that they talked about making a spinoff to the Agatha, like character spinoffs. Could she be one of the spinoffs? Now that she's like in this kind of like bubble where she's like going through time now with the knowledge that she was like, the only thing that was holding her back was death. And now that she knows what's happening, like she took it head on. I don't know. I liked her, man. I like that
was beautiful. That was beautifully done. Very beautifully done, man. Everything down to, like I said, the time in the bottle song at the end, the little button cherry on top, or the last little knife to your gut, however you want to look at it. But that was done very well.
She bodied the Salem 7, bro. She bodied him, bro.
That was smart too. Because they kept talking about that tower shit from the beginning too. So that was one of them Easter eggs they kept lingering along with Billy's story. So
people was automatically people was like associating that with the tower that that crushed the Scarlet Witch. I'm like, that shit had nothing to do with that shit.
Oh,
that shit was
man.
this.
Yeah. Well, yeah, because it was him. It was him and Tommy falling from the tower. I think is what it was supposed to be. But at the end, I guess it was her and I guess the rest of them. Oh no, that was his card. That was his card. Yeah, the tower was his card. Now that was dope. That was very very beautifully done. That was a great episode.
Yeah. Let's see. Let's see. Hey, Red, you still here, man? You here with us?
Nah.
Yeah. No, I think he's a wrap. My man is on his third dream, bro.
Long day.
Word.
We almost out of here. We got the crescendo. Yeah.
We're about to do the last one, man. The penguin, man. The penguin. Yo, I don't know how this show keeps getting like better, bro. Like this shit is just getting. I mean, yeah, I could see it because it's fucking written well, shot well, and the people that's behind it are fucking fans and understand what this world needs and what this world, what fans want to see in what Gotham is like, without a Batman. Bro, like this shit was crazy. And I remember you guys, I think Red was talking about it last week, that Shorty what's his chick's name? The older lady with the deep voice.
Sophia? Oh yeah.
The dude's wife. She's like, yo, her voice is mad.
I forgot.
I'm like, yo, she used to be bad back in the days. Like, yo, but that voice, yo, bro, when he lit her son on fire, bro, and she was screaming, yo, that shit sounded crazy, bro. She's like, ah. I was like, damn, bro, they could have been fucking like reverb that shit or some shit, bro. That she was mad deep with that shit. But that scene was fucking fire, bro. Oh, no pun intended.
Literally. Wow. Nah, that was wild, bro.
Nah, but that shit was crit. That scene was fucking dope, bro. Like I was just, and when what's the dude's name when he called the Maroni, what's his dude's name?
Sal Maroni.
He was like, yo, the Shammy dying. He's like, Penguin, you cooked. I was like, you say you cooked, bro? Why are we using this kind of language here, bro? For first, TikTok is canon to fucking the Batverse. Now fucking cooked is. And when he said cook, I'm like, yo, Penguin, you better use this opportunity, bro. Make a fucking joke out of this shit, bro.
Right.
Yo, try calling your wife. Like, we want to talk about cook. Try calling your wife.
Crazy, bro.
I was like, yo, that's a mic drop.
That was
right
one
there,
of the wildest things I've seen in a minute.
Yo, for real. That's definitely a
yeah, word.
Try calling your wife, bro. Like, she ain't gonna pick up, bro. She's the one that's cooked.
Oh, man. She's cooked, bro. Damn.
Yeah,
that's vicious, bro. But you gotta do what you gotta do. He had a good plan too. He could have had it in one swoop. That guard was horrible. Yeah, it's hard to find your help these days, man.
You gotta understand, bro. Like, we've been following Sal, his character. I don't know his real name, but this dude has been like in that movie since the 90s, bro. And I know him from Starship Troopers, bro. And that guy's a big dude, bro. He's like 6'4".
Nah, he is though. He is a goon though.
You ain't getting him like with small ass fucking shank, bro. Like, you gonna need something bigger than that.
Oh, why can't I remember my man's name?
Clancy Brown.
Yeah, there you go. Damn, that's my guy too.
Yeah, Clancy.
Wow,
he's 6'3".
Wow, voiceovers too. But yeah, that's a big dude, bro. Yeah, dude had a chance. He was probably giving a monologue like Prime. Like, yo, the Penguin said, like, nah, it's too late, bro. He gave him a chance to react, bro.
But that whole shit with the interaction between Sophia and the cop, he was like, yo, like, it got real with that. That conversation got real. Like, why you really up here? You know what I mean? Like, and then find out that
Yeah, they
that homie.
brought him back too.
Yeah. Yo,
I
people
was
like he
dying.
has a very
I was
distinct voice,
dying,
bro. He has
That
a very
voice is
distinct voice.
crazy, bro.
That
You talk
voice is
about
funny.
voices, bro. That voice. Yeah, you know, we talking, bring him back to Gotham. You know, your dad's a killer. Got what he
Yo, bro.
deserves.
And it kind of like puts it in perspective on how far that estate is from Gotham itself. Like, I mean, it's still within Gotham, but it's like
It's like Wayne
it's like
Manor.
upstate New
That's
York.
how
It's like
Wayne,
upstate New York.
Yeah.
It's like upstate New York, bro. Like,
They're
you know,
they're like neighbors. They're neighbors with the Waynes. The same community.
whereas like, yo, what part of New York from? What part of New York you from? They'd be like, Rochester. Like, that's not New York, bro.
Rochester.
That's upstate, bro. So Gotham, you know, you get the Wayne Estate. That shit is like White Plains. Like your Batman has to do a real commute. He has to do a whole commute to get to Gotham, like the Gotham City, not Gotham itself. But I think that with the Penguin now, kind of like learning about the rail system, I think he's gonna end up fucking finding the fucking Batcave, bro. I think he stumbled across the Batcave, bro. That's why I think that's where Batman was able to kind of like evade police and make sure he was like around. Like the whole transit system is how he got around Gotham without being detected.
Yeah,
I don't know, man. That motorcycle was looking
telling
more
you,
like
bro.
Bruce.
I'm telling you right now, bro. I'm still holding my theory, bro. My man about to end up being the new Robin, bro. He about to run into Bruce in that train station, cuz. Word up. Just survive this season of the Penguin, cuz.
You think so, bro?
Why not, bro? This kid's a great actor, bro.
No,
He's a
he's
great
definitely
actor.
good. He's good.
I don't want him to die. I don't want him to die. And I had this theory from way back, so I'm like, I'm sticking to it. And now that they found this subway, I'm like, this is another way they could link it. I'm just getting more ways. Hopefully, Oz don't off him, but that might be the last thing he do in this season, though.
Yeah, I mean, he did his thing, bro.
I think his mom's gonna get it, bro. His mom's gonna get it.
Oh yeah, 100%. I mean, it's gonna be Squid that's gonna do that shit. Squid. I think he's gonna catch his first body. He's killing Squid. That do this bullying and shit. Yeah, but he does. He did his thing, bro. Like he was good. He was good in Runaways.
Yeah,
he was good. He was good.
Oh my god, bro. That's where the fuck I know him from. That's where I know him from. Yo, I've been racking my brain. I haven't like did a background on him. Like, I was racking my brain. That's where I know him from. Thank you. That shit's been bugging me for weeks now. And I just wanted to be ignorant and not look it up. But yeah, word.
Yeah, he was also on what you call it? He was I think the voice in Encanto. Yeah, bro. He did this thing, bro. Singing all that kind of shit, bro. I you know, I don't want to speak too like, you know, trying to jinx myself, bro. I reached out to his team, trying to get him on, bro. I want to get him on, bro. I want to get him on before the season ends.
Word.
So definitely reached out to his team. So
I've seen him in some interviews too. He's a cool dude.
Very down to earth, bro. Super down to earth, bro.
I like that. Yeah.
Oh man, yeah, this episode, man, was dope, bro. I really, I enjoyed it, man. This is, I mean, I can't. If you start rating shit 10s, bro, I mean, this is a 10, but as of right now, it's a 5. You know, 5 out of 5.
No,
those is watching.
Definitely.
If you guys don't understand our rating system, we go by 5s.
Yeah, definitely a 5 out of 5, bro. You was talking about the scene with the cop, like the scene with Vidi, and then at the table, and then just new family, new name, talk shit off them. All right, y'all take this money they was stashing. This for y'all. They said y'all wasn't shit, so y'all with me now, right? All right, cool. Let's go. Like that easy. No games, straight to the point. Like, nah, so Sophia's moving mad, and I love it. I love it.
Do you
Shit's
do you
crazy.
do you think that the Doctor Rush? You think they're gonna swap him up and make him be like the Scarecrow?
I had a feeling of Strange, make him Hugo Strange.
Yeah, that too.
But since that's not his real name, I don't know. But that's where I was leaning with him as a character. But that could be another thing. He's the one supplying the shrooms.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean,
so
he
yeah,
has he has connections. So I guess if he's tinkering, with like hallucinogenics and shit, I mean, it makes sense for him to be like in that world, unless you introduce like a Poison Ivy in the situation where she's like the the botanist.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a lot
I don't
of
know.
things,
I don't
bro.
know. I'm thinking he might get off too. Like Sophia's a loose cannon, also, man. Like we late in the game right now. It's like anybody could get it right now if you rub somebody the wrong way. Like I don't know. He could end up being Scarecrow if he survived this. I could see that happening.
You only got what, 3 episodes left? This was this was 5 or 6.
This
It's
is
5,
5.
right?
We just got. That's another thing. This episode was this crazy, and we just got past the halfway point. Like we basically just got past mid-season, and it just keeps escalating, bro. That's why it's good. It's just escalating constantly. Oh man, yeah, I can't wait for Sunday.
Nah, Sunday's like I'm looking forward to like Sundays now. Like before it was like a Game of Thrones situation. I'm like, now I'm looking for a Penguin, bro. Like I need to. And when it comes, it's like it's it's almost like, and I said this before, like watching the Penguin week to week, I feel fulfilled every week. Where I'm like, oh man, like everything felt like, oh cool, man. I could wait another week for the next one because I know it's gonna be fucking great.
Yeah, it's the pacing is phenomenal. Like every week is like a mini movie. It's like you're watching a mini movie, insulated storytelling, but everything is still connected and still escalating in some kind of fashion. Like it's nuts, bro. Yeah. Shout out to Matt Reeves, guys. Keep doing your thing, man. I'm glad they left you alone with your own little bubble, guys. First look deal, first shot deal. What is it? Yeah.
I'm gonna need James Gunn to kind of like stay away from this world. Like let this man cook.
No,
right?
No notes.
No notes. Let him cook. He's only here for the 3 movies or the 2 extra movies, and that's it. Let him finish his story, and then he'll fuck off. Like let him do his thing, bro. Like don't fuck with that shit. And I get it. You got your own Batman and all that kind of shit. Just I think as fans, we know the difference, right? You can have 15 Superman projects all at once. Come on, give Batman a shot to have like 2 different Batmans. It's fine. We can
and
we can manage.
you getting a totally different story. Also, we finally getting Damian Reeves, which means all the rest of them exist somewhere out there, so they could throw them in there somewhere. Like this is a totally different story you're gonna tell anyway. I have faith in James Gunn. Like it's just like really like he has faith in whatever he's gonna do. If that's the story he's telling, I'm good with that, bro. Like I'm good with him developing that and staying in that lane of doing what he's doing. Again, they can't fuck with Matt Reeves anyway. I'm thinking like just don't fuck with his release dates and shit, but they can't even do that because that's above their pay grade anyway, I believe. So yeah, it don't matter. Yeah, just don't even compete with that shit. Let it be what it is. Like you said.
At this point in time, I think Warner Brothers is looking at this like, all right, cool. This show is fucking pulling Game of Thrones numbers, right? This shit is more successful than anything that, because mind you, James Gunn hasn't put anything out yet, so they really can't like compare to like who's doing more. So at this point in time, like executives are like, let Matt Reeves do his thing. Like let's not muddy the waters here. And we know part 2 is gonna be fucking fire.
Yep.
We already know part 2. Like mind you, like I said before, like I wasn't a big fan of part 1, but watching the Penguin gave me a new level of appreciation for the Batman. So now revisiting Batman, I'm looking at this under a different lens. I'm like, okay, this is not bad. You know, and imagine I still had like kind of like issues with Batman because I was still like on the Ben Affleck Batman. I'm like, damn, they didn't give him a shot. So I was more or less like bitter with this iteration because it was so soon. But now that this is, you know, that world is gone, that situation is kind of long, is way back there. Now I kind of look at this like, all right, cool. Let me look at this without that kind of like, you know, that weird lens that I was watching this shit with. But yeah, this is good, man. I can't like you said, I can't wait Sunday.
That's great that you could do that too, and more people need to do that instead of again trying to form these like these groups and these like movements against like shows or movies or these mini universes they're trying to create. Just chill. Again,
I get
we're
it.
all
I get
smart enough to be able to watch different things and keep them separated. Like it's fine to be mad they're not continuing it no more, but can't be hating on shit before it's even getting a chance to get its foot out the door. Like
right. Like I get it.
Gotta be fair.
I get it. Like as a community, you know, we was hurt, right? We had a plan. We heard his plan, and we wanted to see that plan in fruition. We wanted to see it happen, and we didn't get that. And then we got this Batman that was kind of thrown on our laps, like, "Hey, accept this," right? After what we saw. So yeah, I get it. I mean, there's still people that's out there, like you said, like this, they just can't. Just can't let that shit go and enjoy what we have now. But yeah, I had to kind of
getting
like
some good stuff.
And yeah, it's a disservice to you if you're a Batman fan, bro. Like, it's a disservice to you to not watch this shit, and enjoy it because it's just like the most Batman you'll get, right? This is like super Batman. Where you have like the whole Detective Comics is based out of that. This is detective shit, right? He's not the best detective just yet, but yeah, it's trending that way. So yeah, this show definitely like helped me appreciate this movie more. Yeah, man. 5 for me, man. You're Red, you here? Well, how did you feel about the Penguin?
I just heard him.
Yeah.
My man on
I heard him say
autopilot again?
Yeah, I heard. Yeah, he definitely autopilot. He was like, yeah.
Yeah, I heard him.
He was agreeing with us, bro. He was like, right, yeah, right. Oh, there, my man was straight on autopilot, bro. But yeah, that was pretty good, man. But yeah, I think right now we at 3:13. We're over our time. I think let's check out our sub count, and I think we started at 805, and now we at 833. So
no doubt. Appreciate y'all. Thank y'all for coming through and subbing.
Word. So yeah, we almost had 1,000 guys, man. Please, if you like what we do here, hit that like and subscribe, hit that bell notification. We go live every Friday, and we release things during the week, like little small snippets and stuff like that. But if you have any ideas, any asks, just let us know, man. Hit us, sound off in the comments, man. And and this is a live show, so if you guys have questions and topics, don't be afraid to say something, bro. Like, we regular folk here. we regular folk here.
Right.
But yeah, if
Shout
we
out
can get
to who is Travis? Shout out to Travis.
Travis
the menace from earlier.
Word, Travis
was in here
Travis is fucking diabolical, bro. But yeah, yeah, man, let's get to 1,000, man. Let's get to 1,000 and probably do like a little giveaway for the 1,000 subscribers. So definitely looking to getting 1K, because mind you, getting subscribers in YouTube is extremely difficult. There's times where you go on YouTube and you watch this one creator so many fucking times, and then you be like, you know what? Let me go into their thing, and you're like, oh shit, I've been watching these guys for a year or two, and I never subscribed. It happens, bro. Like sometimes your algorithm just always brings you back to this person, and you know, listen, hit the subscribe. It doesn't cost you anything, man. But yeah, other than that, guys, we appreciate the love, appreciate the support, and we'll catch you next week, man. Have a great weekend, and see ya. Peace out.
Be safe out there. Peace.
Peace.
Peace.